Go to the website, but look up 98 Rock, Kirk, Mark, and Lopez.
All right, man. That sucks.
Yeah, he was a great guy.
And now Rich Fox.
And that, well, yeah. Jesus.
I was in there 2 weeks ago. Those guys were cool.
That's what started that whole check. You call around for the radio stations.
Yeah. Oh, really?
That's the show I was on.
That was the show?
Yeah.
When, except he wasn't in studio. He was doing it from home by that point. But that was the show when you guys kind of tuned
He was
in.
still doing radio only a couple of weeks ago when you were on?
Dude, he was...
Or about a month ago, I think we did that?
Yeah, the guy was from
my
home.
God.
ISDN line. He would talk, and then he would like have to pause a little bit. You could kind of hear the difference.
Yeah.
But yeah, he wasn't in studio when I was there.
Yeah, keep smoking, Voss.
Yeah, you got to quit, Rich. I've been bugging you about cigarettes for you. Got to quit smoking.
No, just keep doing it. Nothing will happen to you.
He was 5 years older than you.
I know. Geez.
You'll be the one. You'll be the one that nothing happens to.
That's right. And Surgeon General's wrong. He said everyone but 50-year-old Jews with perfect hands and white teeth. You're finished. Why don't you stop?
You'll be the one that takes on cancer and wins. You'll be the guy.
That's right, because you beat the odds.
Right.
On a lighter note, I was in the bathroom. Jim, I'm telling you, for such a mess, he has such a nice mule. He showed it to me.
You were looking over at him?
Looking over, he came running at me with it.
No, here's what happened. I was
running
peeing,
at you with it?
I was peeing, and fucking Hawk popped in for a second, and then ran back out. So when Hawk ran out, I was done pissing. I turned around, and I said, "Hey, where are you going?" And I started walking towards the door, and my what I like to call the baby wrecker was hanging out.
And when I saw him do that, walking with his penis out in the bathroom, I thought I was in the rest area on the Parkway.
Is that why you knelt down, stupid?
Spit
him out faster than that.
By the way, the website is 98online.com.
Cool.
Don't spell out 98.
Yes, the number.
Exactly. We got Drew Boogie in studio as well. And I was just handed Anthony a Grey Wolf, Drew Boogie, Shelter Me remix?
Yeah, you remember the... sorry about that.
Drew.
Wow, you got a booming voice. Let me turn you down a little bit, Drew.
Pull that down.
Yeah,
booming
pull
voice
that
and
down.
a Ricky mustache.
I have to hide a blemish. Leave me alone, Jim.
All right.
You're hiding something behind that mustache?
Yeah, man, you know, I tried using a new razor and I shaved my, you know...
Oh, I thought you meant your sexuality.
Oh, easy. Easy.
Wow. You're a rapper?
No. Not at all.
I'm sorry, Drew. You said you like when we slam you. Don't beat me up.
Yeah, that's a cool
All right, what's going on?
Remember the Grey Wolf when he came in here and played that little song for Tippy Tom?
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to see what it sounded like with some music behind it. So I decided to put some music behind it and see what happened. And, you know, it came out kind of nice. It was like, you know, maybe the show could use a little bit of filler. You know how you guys like that.
Don't tell anyone what you do.
When do you get the time to do this when you're at...
Oh, it only took me a couple hours, you know, before work.
Yeah, but I mean, between all the mustache
Holy
grooming...
shit, Drew, I hate you right now. You have no idea what you just did.
Wow.
You have no fucking idea. Anthony knows, Jimmy knows, and he certainly knows. He was ready to bomb, and you saved his ass.
So ready to just bomb.
He's like, so what do you do? And he had nothing, and you jumped right in.
Right.
I
It
was
was like,
asking a regular question. That's
You
all.
weren't asking
how do
a regular
you find
question.
the time to do that while, and then it was going to be some smart-ass remark about you doing something
But
else.
he had nothing, and he knows
had
it.
nothing. And you bailed him out.
I still have yet to get it over here. I stink.
Not you. No. You just didn't realize this mumbling idiot was about to fire out like nothing. We know Voss and his timing, and if he had something, he would have spit it out. But when his head, whenever Voss's head moves or his hands start to move, this dummy has got nothing.
I'll watch him.
Watch when his head goes, he's like thinking, and when his hands get stiff and he moves them up and down like he's about to make a point, it's a dumb point.
Yeah.
Bombing is wrong. Don't kill people. Wow, very poignant.
All right, go ahead there, Drew.
Well, I just decided, you know, it sounded like a nice little ditty for Tippy Tom when he eventually dies of the consumption.
Okay.
Consumption, yes.
So, you know, that's what happens when you use your body like a sewage treatment plant.
This is called Shelter Me?
Shelter Me.
That's something you live.
Thanks. Just a little something. Nothing too major.
Yeah, that's what he says about all his masterpieces. This guy knows how to mix.
He's good.
Let's see how this comes out. All right?
They're right there.
All right, here we go.
I got a break.
Oh, this is nice.
This is a story about a man. He always was so lonely at night. But his voice was rowdy. You could hear it all through this train station. And I'm going to sing this one. This is about Tippy Toe Tommy.
Jesus.
How long is that? That's really good, man. Is that like regular song length?
No, it's just.
It's like about 2 minutes, just under.
Because if you could raise his vocals a teeny bit and make it like a perfect, that's great, dude. That would be like perfect for a regular radio
So
song.
he made a real friggin' song out of that lunatic. His ramblings.
Yeah, that was Grey Wolf just rambling about Tippy Tom, and you made it into a nice song.
Wow.
You got a nice little voice there.
That is something.
I got a little.
I like that.
I had a little feeling.
Yeah,
I was feeling it.
me too.
I was feeling for Tippy Tom.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I was actually wanted to throw water on him. That was great, man.
And his plate.
Very good.
You know, it's a nice little backing piece. You could see him in a video just sitting in the gutter, you know, lying in his own piss and shit.
Yeah, just singing while fucking people set fire to him and kick him. And we laugh with wow stickers. Shelter me.
Yeah, send that off to XM, man. I'm sure they can play it on deep tracks or
Some
something.
station, format they could put it on.
Named a station after it. Homeless people with oniony bags. 207. But Eric Logan was saying that people, man, he's like, when you take away their houses and their places to live, they become homeless.
Thank you.
Thanks, Elo.
DHL fan from PA, what's up?
Hey, we love the Drew Boogie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Get
sir.
him paid. Get him paid. He's a genius.
I think we're supposed to pay you.
Oh, well, that's in the process.
Supposedly there's a check coming Drew Boogie's way.
Sure.
I do it for the love of the show. I'm not worried about money.
Great mix, Drew. How the hell do you make such great shit from nothing? It's a short bus from Reading.
Thank you, Short Bus.
And, wow, this is good.
Yeah.
There you go.
It was surprisingly enjoyable. That was a real song.
We
Yeah,
have
it
to
was
bring
nice.
Grey Wolf back and, you know, do the whole song.
Because
Give
Grey
her a
Wolf,
piece.
he knows you're taping. You can't tell him because he'll try to like be good and then he'll just stink.
He's got a great voice, though. He's got a great radio voice. Mike from
Wolf, man.
Cleveland. What's up, Mike?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
Hey, I'm glad to see that there's a new Everlast song out. He kind of fell off the map for a little while.
Hey, that's good.
Bye, Angel.
Might have to sell it to him.
Fookie Joe. What's up, Fook?
Hey, guys, what's happening this morning?
Hey.
Yo, Drew Boogie, you're a genius, man. I've been doing production work for a couple minutes myself, and I'm sorry, man, you are cuts above the rest of the clan. Every time you're on, I always like to make racist comments and stuff, but, man, you really kicked it up a notch. You kicked some serious ass, brother.
All right,
Thanks a
buddy.
lot.
Cool.
It's
Do
great
you have
coming
to
from the
throw in the
races.
racist comments thing?
I know. Well, the phones are going nuts. Everyone likes the song there, Drew. That was awesome. Really good song. It just goes on and on. You're going to have to come in and remix it again for us.
Yeah, man.
Was that as long as it was? 'Cause I thought did he sing more or no?
No, that was
That
it.
was it.
That was about it. You know what you do? You get some like backup singers to do a little something in the middle of the song, get it to about 3 minutes, and you got something. A little guitar solo.
Maybe
Yeah,
you
why
loop
not?
something, you replay a verse. A lot of people re-sing a verse. Am I right or wrong? Oh,
Sure.
You're right, Jimmy. You're right.
Right you are.
You want to send Club Soda Kenny down stairs to see?
To the animals down there?
Yeah, to see what the animals are up to downstairs. Here comes Kenny running in. Oh Jesus! This is getting so old.
Did I hear my name?
Yeah. Yeah, we actually
Yeah,
talking about you, thinking about maybe sending you downstairs so you could talk to some of the
With the animals.
animals.
They're out there in the rain. They
It's
are
raining?
dedicated.
It's raining now.
Well, it's like a little misty drizzle.
Yeah.
It sounds like I'm talking.
That's funny.
That wasn't bad. Don't stare at me like
wasn't bad at
everything's
all.
a
it would have
fucking
been better.
bomb.
It would have
That
been
was
better if you said it feels like I'm talking.
I
Since
know.
we were talking about rain. You don't hear rain on your skin.
good. Whatever, you got the point.
You wrong sense referencing ass.
Are the shirts here yet, Kenny?
Not to my knowledge.
Uh-oh. All right.
I was
Thank you,
seeing, I was
Travis.
looking up on the website.
Yeah.
I saw the font and everything. Was that what you had up on there, Hawk? I saw like a thing that what the front and back of the T-shirts should look like.
Uh-oh, what's wrong with it?
You don't actually have the word "fuck" on there.
Why didn't
It's
we?
F,
What
like
the?
F
who the-
something
what the-
something K.
What
No, they didn't. They didn't beep out "fuck" on the shirt. Who created the
Yeah,
shirt?
yeah. This could be.
Oh my God! It goes against everything.
Yeah, that's what I saw, and I panicked when I saw it. I'm
Who?
like,
Now, what are you writing down? Who came up with the shirt?
Oh, this goes against everything.
oh,
boys.
look at Steve.
Steve.
No, it wasn't me. It was.
You know it wasn't Steve. This filth bag.
Oh, let me see. I think Don did it. Why are you going?
Yeah, it's not a big secret.
We need to know who did it. Wow, why would you bleep out
Yeah,
fuck?
we need the actual.
So it's what
word.
the fuck, but the word is F, obviously, star K. Or asterisk, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, it's
Wow, just send everyone home.
I could take a Sharpie and write you and C in there.
I don't think it would have the same impact.
You know, just tell the guys to go home. There's nothing to see here.
Oh my God.
We really blew another one.
We need the whole thing that we're here on XM, and it's, we can use these words, and that is what he said. And
You think someone whispered in his ear that you can't have that with the logo on it? Someone might have got to him.
No, they already decided not to, put the XM logo.
Yeah, there is
on
no
it.
XM logo on it.
Okay.
It's Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony on the
back, and what the bleep is your problem, basically. Man.
Dude.
XratedShirts.com if you want to see what the shirts look like.
X-rated shirt. That's not X-rated. That's PG.
Not
Go
even
to PG Shirts 13.
And it was from X-rated shirts where you could print anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it isn't the shirt company that said we don't feel we should.
She wasn't the shirt company.
Oh boy.
That's coming from our end.
Oh boy.
Well.
Oh boy.
Who is the fuck is this?
Who is this? The fuck is?
Did you guys hear the Spanish version of that call on the replay?
Got raves.
Hilarious.
Got raves.
Oh my God.
We should play it again.
Do we have that as an hourglass promo
Yeah,
yet?
it is.
We do. Going in a break, can you play that? Have Derek is on top of it. He'll do it. Just in case you missed it. It's hilarious.
And by the way, can I make one quick announcement that's really important?
Yes, Jimmy.
Because we're going to D.C. This D.C. trip kind of hurts this week, so I'm moving. I am selling my TV, my couch and chaise, which are actually very comfortable, and my table. If they can go to Foundry and the old Jimmy Norton garage sale, DNA included. And my TV, by the way, is a 57-inch amazing TV, not 54. It was my error.
Wow, you can see the
items up for up for bid.
And I'm not asking exorbitant amounts either. I'm asking pretty much what they're worth. I'm not going crazy.
That's on
expecting high
Foundry?
prices.
Wait,
yes.
Anthony, he's selling his coffee table. He's selling the TV. Yes. What else?
His comfy chair.
Oh, and his comfy chair. I've sat in that comfy
Phenomenal,
chair. It's
man.
awesome. And then your comfy couch. They're leather.
Yeah, the black leather. They're very comfortable, and the chair. The bottom line is the TV is just too big for my new apartment. Or
Oh
I
my
would
God,
take
we
it
should
with
have
me.
done it right outside the studio. How funny would that have been? Get a flatbed truck, have your items there, and have people kind of walking by, browsing. And
Where
taking
would
a
I
look.
find this?
Yeah, on Foundry. Good luck.
Where would I went to the O&A section.
No, go to opieandanthony.com, Anthony. opieandanthony.com. It's the first link.
No, I want to find it on Foundry.
Well, good fucking
I
luck.
gotta go down.
I told you have to look under F for furniture. You look under F for furniture, and then you go under for sale items. It's not under the new furniture section.
Oh, it must be getting pounded now.
We had a 19-year-old sitting.
Ramon!
Remember on the couch, that 19-year-old?
Oh my God! Oh my
We had
dude! Me and Boss pulled the train on that couch.
Well, it wasn't really me. Boss pretty much pulled the train.
The price just either went up or down.
Wow.
Boss hooked the train up.
Here's what happened.
All right.
I pick up the girl.
Yeah.
And I comes
The
up
way it
to me.
always happens. I'm there
Comes
for
up to me.
support.
You pick up a 19-year-old,
A 20,
and your first thought is, I have to bring her to Jimmy's? Are you insane?
No, we were at the comedy show, at the club downtown.
Comedy Cellar.
And she comes to...
Wait to edit. We're at the Comedy Cell. Well, another place.
Oh, thank God I stopped myself.
So, but let me tell you what we did, too. So, I'm giving her... he's giving us a ride back to his house.
Yeah.
Or my car was at his house. So we're in the back fooling around, and of course
She's driving.
Of course, he keeps his head turned around looking at us and very uncomfortable. Why is he staring? And then we get back to his house. I go, let's go upstairs. Da, da, da. So I'm fooling around with her, and he pulls, he like forces, his thing out. Right? And I finish.
Thing grown up?
Well, his penis.
Call it what it is.
And I'm, whatever.
Hepatitis dispenser.
Next thing you know, she's done with me. And he's yanking it, and I look, and he shoots a load, and it's laying all on his head, right, his face.
No. Wait, you shot a load on?
No, he shot his own load.
Oh, that's right. I forgot the range Jimmy has.
Any distance.
Jesus.
Right on his face. And then at the end, we made her sign, like, condoms or adult.
Dude, I just found
Yeah.
one of those things we had. This dumbbell thinks that would keep us from getting rape convictions.
Right.
So he makes her sign saying she had fun. 2 days ago, I'm moving something, and a little thing that said, "You have a great dick," or "I had a great time," and I heard her name. I just found that like 2 days ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, she signs like a contract.
Yeah, sure
Yeah,
it is.
just like one.
And they made me sign
Of
something,
course.
or they were going to do it again and again.
You jerk off on her head again, and you're dead.
These guys are quick. Pale
And
Rider.
they pushed me out of the apartment.
He made me sign something, Henry. You suck a Jew's dick in the back of a Saturn again, and you're dead. Wow, I forgot that happened on that couch.
Your coffee table looks like something that would be perfect to lay under and have a girl shit on the glass table. Like there's almost a hammock under there.
Funny you should say that, Ant.
I guess so.
No. Not my coffee table has got nothing like that happening to it. But I mean, for a rookie, for a novice who
Right.
thinks they need the glass dignity saver, that would be the perfect table to look up and witness something. And how good does the TV look with the Hornet picture on there?
Oh, look at that.
Was I not smart to photograph it with the Hornet picture?
With the picture, and picture is not simulated.
No, that's
an actual picture.
That's actually a photo of a Hornet special. I made
Big leather couches.
Yeah, it's comfy.
Wow, look at that. HD TV.
And these listeners are really fast. I got to go to Pale Rider.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Pale Rider.
Good morning, boys. Ed, safe assumption you're not going to buy this couch, huh?
Yeah, safe to assume I won't be purchasing the couch.
There's no boogers on it.
Yeah.
But I can tell you, let me see, 1, 2, including myself, at least 4 comedians who have some kind of DNA on it.
Although leather is easier to clean.
I would suppose. I
Than
never wasted
anything.
my time doing that. But
Yeah, how's the move going, Jimmy?
I'm good, actually. I'm doing a lot of running back and forth. And
I was down in Florida for my nephew's high school graduation. I get a phone call from Jimmy. I guess a room was just painted like a pale blue, and you were losing your mind because you thought it was the wrong color or something.
It wasn't. Yeah.
I'm like, what? I think I saved that message. It's hilarious.
I was so depressed.
You were obsessing, and you needed to call one of your pals to like vent. I guess that the color might be wrong in your bedroom.
Is blue okay for a? It's not like a total
Wow.
baby blue. It's actually a nice blue. It's grown on me, and I honestly got my friend's wife. Is really good at this stuff. I'll tell you who, Nick DiPaolo. Yeah. His wife is like really got a knack for this type of shit. She's
Really?
phenomenal. Yeah,
It's called decorating, stupid.
decorating. She's great at it.
This kind of stuff.
She's a friend. She's helping me. And the color she actually picked because the one I wanted was really dark and gray, and it was wrong.
He called me and goes, "Does light blue match my girlfriend's crib?" He was all nervous and stuff. But if you put
That's right. Just keep talking.
If you
Let's
put
keep talking,
light
stupid.
blue, you know,
Wow.
I start off slow.
Hold on. I should paint that joke red and yellow because it went down in flames.
The light blue will match dark bedspreads. It's a nice color. Gray is too depressing and gloomy for a bedroom.
It's like Martha Stewart.
Look at
The
this.
dude,
Great.
it's funny you should
This
say
is
that.
going to be the type of stuff you'll hear.
These are the paints from the Sherwin-Williams Martha Stewart collection.
Is that what you're painting
Honest
with?
to God, that's where I'm getting my paints from, except for the one color I was kind of fond of for the living room. We painted like 10 different like squares in the living room.
Yeah.
And the one I thought was kind of yellowish, and then my friend came over, and he didn't think that it was appropriate for my living room, so now I'm having to change it.
What friend is this that would know this type
This
of
is
thing?
hilarious. You got to go with this, man.
Just a buddy, maybe a buddy who has a certain lifestyle, who's been helping me out.
Someone that's just good naturally at decorating.
And he has a lot of friends who are also male who may be good at decorating as well.
Also.
And this is a guy I spent hours with in Soho. He was helping me couch shop.
Couch shopping.
And when I took him to my apartment and he saw the yellow, he went, "Oh, it would be perfect with a hot dog." And I said, "Well,
Really?
yeah, there's one of 2 reasons he was probably thinking that." So I decided I had got to go with another color because my gay friend didn't approve.
Didn't approve.
No.
So he told you about the blue.
But he thought the blue was fantastic.
Blue.
Yeah.
Blue. See, it's kind of...
Yeah, Yui. Yui. B-L-U-E.
Okay, sorry.
And he's been helping me paint. Helping me pick colors and stuff.
All right. Anthony,
All right.
I'm on the New York radio message board.
Yeah.
And the headline says, "Huge plug on Opie and Anthony today." Because we were talking about Alan Sniffen and how he had his comments about that reporter getting fired over our little assault on the media thing.
That's right.
If you missed it, make sure you listen to the replay today. I've been listening to Opie and Anthony this morning, and Alan's comments discussing the fired reporter and this board have been discussed heavily and why they disagree. Alan, hopefully you could get a copy of the audio, as I'm interested in hearing your response. And then Alan posted, this is where it gets fun for us, Anthony.
Yeah.
Just like old times.
Old times.
He's all happy that we're mentioning him again. And then he says, if someone has a copy, I'll do an MP3 audio response.
Response.
Yeah.
That's what we need.
That's what I want.
An MP3 audio response coming from Alan Sniffen in the coming days.
I think Alan was trying to get a little plug.
Please, Alan, do it before we go away for the Memorial Day weekend. Please, please, please.
It's Alan Sniffen, and my audio response, I'm going to respond right now. Wait a minute, I got work to do. Open wider. Wider, please. Could you? Rinse. Rinse. All right, open. Big. Big. I think what Opie and Anthony did is horrible. Give me the pick. Pick. It's awful and should not... You feel this? Feel that?
Yeah, we forgot to tell you that he's a dentist.
He's a dentist,
right?
But he's
But he's
very
an expert
into
on
radio.
New York radio.
Do we have his jingle at all? Do we have that? I actually
It's
like the
Alan
jingle.
Sniffen.
Why don't we have it, Eric? We can't get that?
Hey, every week he does an audio thing that he puts on, board reflections, and it's whatever the message board, the New York Radio message board, is talking about that week. So he does it, and you download it, and you get to listen. And not only is it him talking, but at the beginning, he's got a whole jingle that sounds like the old New York WABC music radio jingle. With real little singers and stuff.
Yeah.
It's Alan Sniffen. And he's really into it. I guess he did radio years ago.
Huh?
Danny's got it coming.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have
That's
it. In
funny.
A second
Nathaniel is basking in fame, and Danny is fetching Alan Sniffen's audio.
Fetch it.
That's what I like. Fetch quickly, boy.
I suggest Nathaniel takes the rest of the week off. He
I
doesn't
think
need
so,
to be
too.
here.
I suggest we do the same.
No, we'll be here a few more days this week. Relax, everyone. Well, what I was going to say really fast, when Anthony got the tooth thing done about a month ago, we were supposed to get that audio on our replay machines.
You have it.
I have it somewhere?
You know what time it was when I went to the dentist, Kenny?
Oh, boy, here he is.
Yes, sir, I do.
What time was it?
It was the same time a Chinaman goes to the dentist.
What time?
Tooth hurty.
I thought you were going downstairs to talk to the animals.
There you get it, tooth hurty.
Hint,
Wow.
hint, hint.
All right. Just go down like...
Yeah, but we want you to wear the Darth Vader mask.
Oh!
Throw on the
What
mask.
do you sound like in that? Because it actually makes your voice sound like Darth Vader.
Does it
You
really?
yeah, it's got like an electronic thing. Hawk's going to have to help him out with that. Oh, my God.
Oh,
he is
no,
frightening.
wearing
Look,
that.
he's actual size.
Wow.
That's class. You have the helmet on
It's
backwards.
backwards.
You fool.
Jesus.
It's like he's wearing a poker visor. Say something. Say.
I don't sound like I'm breathing.
No,
like
Hawk,
you have to turn the
how
thing-
does that work?
Hawk, don't worry about this.
Turn that on and make him talk like Darth Vader.
Darth Vader sounds remarkably stupid.
Now say something that Darth Vader would say. Say, where is the rebel base?
Where is the rebel base?
That's horrible.
Jesus.
But how come we can still hear him?
That sounds like the Darth Kid in Tommy Lee's pool.
All right, try again.
You want to hear something interesting?
Yeah.
My wife was talking about spicing up our love life, so I poured hot pepper seeds in her pussy.
Wow, that's pretty evil, Lord Vader. Wow.
That is horrible.
That stinks.
That's a great looking mask, too. Oh, he's so scary, the Lord of
The
Darkness.
helmet's all crooked.
Yeah.
All right, Kenny,
You're a
go
mess.
downstairs and interview people looking like
Bristling mustache poking through.
They might not know who it is. It's going to ruin my street credibility.
They'll know who it is.
Hawk, why doesn't that work?
Yeah.
Hey, what happened, Hawk?
Why does it suck?
Hawk was all excited. He brought this in for the show today.
Is that it?
We all saw Star Wars over the weekend, and
Try it now, Kenny.
Testes. Testy, 1, 2, testes.
Do you need batteries in that like you did in your camera when Ozzy was in? Put some batteries in there.
All right,
That's how it sounds.
all right. Here's the problem. Let me tell you what's going on here.
It's the worst.
The mic is also picking up his voice because he's leaning over trying to talk into the microphone.
Right.
Just mic the stupid voice box thing.
But it doesn't have a...
And Kenny, just talk away from the mic.
Yeah.
There you go. Let's try that.
Dr. Licker. Hi, I'm Darth Vader.
What?
Hello. I'm big and stupid.
That is the worst.
Yeah,
That
it's just-
isn't even close to Darth Vader. It just
No.
slowed his voice down or lowered the pitch. Any other buttons that might fix it? No?
No?
Try it again.
Where's Princess Leia?
All right. Get
Wow.
out.
Where is she?
Try it with the jingle. He's Lord Vader.
That is awful.
That stinks.
All right, go downstairs, see what's going on
Come
outside
on,
the building.
Darth.
Yes, sir.
All right, there he goes.
Yeah, wear the Vader helmet.
Darth Kenny.
It's all crooked.
It's crooked. His hair's coming out of the back.
Yeah.
We're going to take a break, and we'll continue. We'll have Francine come in and do the news next for us.
Ooh.
She's here. Also, we are getting remixes in, Anthony.
Yeah.
Something we still haven't finished, by the way, the Psycho Ex-Girlfriend phone calls.
Uh-huh.
But the remixes are starting to come in. We have one done to Raging Bull.
That's good.
It's pretty good. And also one done with Rich Voss's voice. And Voss is in studio.
Oh.
So we'll get into those right after
Richie.
the... are they commercial breaks?
It's a breather.
They're breaks.
They're piss break.
They're XM promo breaks.
Are the shirts here yet? You know, the ones you can wear around Mom.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh.
I understand that. I understand Wiki is also having a giveaway. We're giving away the TBS version of Scarface outside.
Yeah, really. If you're gonna do something like that, you really need to spell out fuck.
We're all a bunch
F
of mother fakers.
Yeah. F star K.
I'm convinced.
That's wonderful.
I'm convinced we'll never get it right, Anthony. We could try and try and try, but we're never going to get it right.
Never really gonna. Never gonna stick that landing.
Right. I mean, we always have the wobble on the
A
landing.
little wobble on the landing. Like you could see what they wanted to do.
Right.
And if it worked out perfectly, it would be beautiful. But there's always that whoa.
The foot goes out to the side, but they quickly bring it back
Bring
in.
it back and go, hey, look.
And then put their arms up
No
in the
one
air.
noticed, and everyone sits and goes, no, we saw that.
Yeah.
You screwed up a little bit.
Yeah, we screwed up. We screwed up a little bit again. All right. Blah, 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 blah.
Like sand through the
Rich Boston studio today. Drew Boogie hanging out on the lesbian couch right now. We got we got Ziggy here. What's up, Zig? I always forget his website. We'd love to plug his website. He does a lot of great stuff for the Opie and Anthony program and XM in general. Ziggy, what's your website?
It's myradiostore.com and xm411.com.
There you go. He does some great stuff. Also, Francine is wandering around. Club Soda Kenny might go outside to see if the animals are starting to
The lovely Francine.
gather to get there. Basically
the new Sith. You are Darth Boar.
Basically, we're going to be handing out these G-rated shirts that say, "What the F is your problem, man?" Ugh.
F.
The F word.
F star K.
Well, my original idea was, what the fudge is your problem? Because I think that kind of a little edgier.
Easy. Calm down, though. That could offend people. They just think of the word fudge as the F word.
Good point, Ant.
Yeah.
Francine is making her way into the studio, but first, we got some Psycho Ex-Girlfriend remixes to get to. These are starting to slowly but surely make their way into the show. Didn't we play one already? What was that one? We play one already, Eric?
Played the Jimmy Call with the Psycho Ex-Girlfriend.
Oh, yeah, okay. Was it funny? You want to play that again? I don't remember.
that one.
I don't
Was it
remember.
good or did it stink?
This was the first one that came in.
Didn't it just miss? Was this the one that just missed? We thought
Yeah, I think so. It's not that long.
Angel. Hi, sweetie.
What the fuck are you doing?
Aw, don't get all angry and yell.
So you really want it to be over? Is that what you want?
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand how you could be so mean.
I'm paranoid and I have issues.
You know what? Have fun with your fucking stubbornness, because I can't deal with it.
Stop with the semantics.
I've given you
Say what you want to say.
I'm done doing this thing with you, chasing you, until the part where you exhaust me.
Okay.
All I can say is, if you're out at a fucking bar, when I went to your house, drove by you, you saw me, and you just drove by me.
That's not the way it happened. That's dishonest. It's not the way it happened. It's not the way it happened.
So are you happy? Are you happy?
No, I'm not.
What do you think, the world is going to fucking chase you because you're Mr. Wonderful?
That is so sociopathic. I almost don't know how to respond to it.
Whatever. I hate you. Because you know what? You've tortured me. You've made me feel like shit.
Actually, you might be right.
You know what? You go live your life. All right? I'll be fine. And I'm out of here. Okay?
Whatever.
Whatever. Bye.
That's right. It just missed.
That was a decent one. Yeah, that wasn't bad.
That's not bad. The second
Just
listen.
misses, though.
Yeah, it just misses.
Just slightly because of the editing.
Well, we got a couple new ones in. We'll start with the Rich Voss one because Voss is in studio here. Psycho X girlfriend remixes.
Ooh, give it a little tap, Ope. There you are.
Here we go.
Little tap.
Hey, what's going on?
If you're at a fucking bar right now, I will never, ever forgive you. Ever.
But yet, you gotta track me down. You're like an ex-girlfriend.
You know what? Seriously, I don't know what is up your ass tonight.
Someone's fixing my teeth.
Whatever. You better, wake up to reality.
Can we tie this in so I don't have to talk through my phone?
If you want this to be over, well, it'll be over pretty quickly. Because you know what? This is fucking bullshit.
I hate to tell you, you're wrong again.
Yeah, you really want to be with me. Thanks for showing me.
Let me tell you something. You can say I slobber, I screw up words, and I'm stupid. All right, I'll go with those. But when it comes to loyalty, Rich Voss is number one.
You know what? You're a fucking bastard.
What's that?
Fuck you.
Yeah, she has nothing.
You are a fucking asshole.
And I'm stupid.
Did you really want it to be over? Is that what you want?
No, I'm not going here. Talk. I'll talk to them.
What time is it?
But it's 11:22.
You told me 11 o'clock, you fucking cunt.
I'm done. I'm seriously done.
You're a fucking cunt. You're a fucking unappreciative fuckhead.
So I hope you're happy. I hope you're happy being a lonely guy.
You better fucking believe it. Don't waste my fucking time again.
Hey, that's pretty clever.
Those were great.
That came out of nowhere.
Do you notice how the tone is similar through the calls? He did something which was just perfect for the tone.
See, they're getting a little better. That one was all right. I forgot about that guy yelling and screaming at his son.
That's how dumb I am. I thought these were actual phone calls, and when Jimmy came on, then I'm going, but it can't be. He doesn't have a girlfriend. And then I just realized they remix this stuff. Oh, boy.
Shame on you.
Assa.
Jesus, Voss. My God.
Well, I didn't know the bit because I don't have XM, so I didn't know if.
Well, how do you not have XM with your friends?
Because they're supposed to get.
How do you?
Rich, he was supposed to get XM
2 months ago.
How do you not have XM?
He doesn't have XM.
No, you're not looking.
How do you not have XM?
What the hell has got you all worked up?
Jesus, Jimmy, what's wrong with you?
There's a girl yelling on the phone and he gets a hard on.
Gee, man.
Well, it's not a full.
You should get a Cialis hard on? Why?
Not a Cialis hard on.
Just kind of laying there.
Just
down
mocking
the side
everybody.
Of his leg.
All right, well.
Looks like Ben after he gets out of a cold shower.
Ben's back to work today.
Yes, he is.
Oh.
Ben has made a return.
Did we ever get an explanation?
Not really.
None?
Not
yeah,
really.
we did. Remember through the door? I was like, oh, okay, that's what I thought.
I would love an explanation.
Well, I think you should demand one. You're the boss.
Yeah.
For Pete's sake.
All right, well, we have another remix here. This is the Raging Bull one.
Ooh.
You went out for drinks tonight. You don't call me back. You don't return my messages.
You don't believe me. You thought I was over there fooling around. Huh? You thought I was fooling around, didn't you? Tell me the truth. I'm going to fool around. That's in your mind.
Since I'm probably going to be moving back, I'm not going to be needing the cell phone. part of my deal in signing it was learning how to use it.
Bring it over.
Which was what was promised to me by their trusty account executive.
Bring it over.
Which I didn't get.
Bring it over.
And you know what? I don't care if they think I'm fucking crazy, but I don't even have a copy of the contract.
Bring it over here.
And you know where I want my cat back? And I don't want you to hurt her.
I'm gonna eat it for lunch. You hear what I'm saying?
You hurt me emotionally more than anyone has ever done.
What we arguing about?
I just still feel the need to tell you that you are just a worthless fucking piece of crap.
You hear what I said? You don't ever have any disrespect for me. You hear what I said? You hear what I said?
And you fucking tortured me. You fucking tortured me. You're a fucking piece of shit.
Shut up, I'm gonna smack you in the face.
Fuck you.
I swear to God, I'm gonna come in there and I'm gonna kill you.
You care so little.
Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck your mother!
All right. It's kind of just funny.
It's not
Listen
bad.
to the clips.
Yeah.
Is anybody else noticing how just amazing that music is?
It's very soothing.
Yeah.
All right, there you have it. The latest
Bring it in here.
Psycho Ex-Girlfriend remix.
Bring it over.
Yeah, bring it over.
I'd like to give the guys credit. The listeners can't just be handing this stuff in without getting credit.
I got to give him a lot of credit there, Mikey.
We got to give these guys credit for working hard for the show.
First time, long time. Fuck you, a mother. Yeah, welcome aboard. Ugh, rotten speech lip.
All right, let's go downstairs and talk to Club Soda Kenny. He's big and he's stupid.
He's cute.
Kenny!
Yeah!
What's up, Kenny?
You should see this hot chick that's getting on the bus. She looks like good eats.
She
What's
looks
it?
like good eats.
Yeah.
All right, what's going on out there?
I'm out here with the usual suspects. They're out here in the rain waiting for the thing.
Right,
They're all in good spirits, and they can't wait for the big moment.
All right, well, we're waiting for the FedEx guy to show up with the T-shirt, so.
I know. That they're waiting too. But you know, all the all-stars are down here. That Fat Pat from Munaki.
Right.
The Nubian brother that won Shelly Darts for the Wi-Fi. And, a few other, a lot of other people.
All right, let's talk to Pat from Menaki.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Pat from Menaki, would you like to talk?
Why, Shirley. And don't call me Shirley. Hey, guys.
Hi, Pat.
He's getting close to having a second CD ready, huh?
Yeah.
Another appearance for Pat from Menaki. What's up, Pat?
Hey.
Hey.
Don't you have things to deliver, Pat?
What's that?
Don't you have things to deliver?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, the van's all loaded up, waiting to get delivered.
So people are waiting for their stuff because you have to sit out there and wait for a shirt that will never fit you?
Yeah.
Well, guys got to have priorities, you know. Hey, you guys gonna set up a big meeting down in Washington with Elo and Patmo?
Oh, he ruined his bad line. It was supposed to be Pat from Munaki, and he said Patlo.
That's not even a car crash. That's just a run out of gas sputter into a ditch.
Oh.
So how is Munaki? Oh.
All right, Pat. I don't know if you have anything today.
What's that?
Do you have anything else today?
No, not really.
This is a guy that drove 5 hours
Do you like to
down
speak
there.
back to Kenny?
Out with a whimper.
Yeah, he can't even bomb. Pat's not even up to bombing.
No.
All right, let's get
here.
Kenny back on the phone here.
Hello?
Hey, Kenny.
Did that big dope tell you about his hot dog eating contest now?
He's in the Coney Island hot dog eating contest, right?
Yeah, and he's got a new CD he's ready to drop.
He's got another CD that's going to drop. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, here's Patty. You hear the chant?
Yeah, they're doing that. That's what they call me.
Yeah.
All right, let's get Stalker Patty on the air.
Here, Patty.
Hello?
Hi, Stalker Patty. How are you?
Oh, I'm fine. I just got here from work. I don't have to come back till 11, so I'm in good shape.
I hope you brought some chocolate.
Not today, but...
Oh, why do you bother coming down
then you
here?
stay in the rain with the rest of the freaks.
Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry, Opie. You're going to get a nice treat next week. I'm going to... Okay.
Exactly.
Look at them all.
I didn't even... Exactly. Can't wait.
It's between two cheeks and it tastes like mushroom. Lucky you, Op.
I was set to come up tomorrow, but you're going to Washington, so I'll come up next week. Better
Up.
late than ever.
Better late than never. Yeah.
Right.
All right, Patty. I can't wait for your latest gift.
Sure, no problem.
Hey, Patty.
All right, let me give you back...
Patty.
What?
Patty.
Yes.
Patty.
Yeah?
Patty, where are you? She hung up.
Patty.
I'm here.
Why'd she hang up?
I don't know.
They said I hung up, but I really didn't.
Oh, you're too good for us!
They're playing the silent game.
The silent game.
God, you're just too smart, Patty. The new Patty's just way too smart.
Yeah, what can I say? I grew a brain.
Well, when you grow a funny bone, call back in. Fucking witless mokes.
Oh, that's in the budding stages right now.
Oh, stop it. All right, well, 50-year-old virgin.
Thank you, Patty.
Yeah, I'll be 50 in a week from Saturday.
Yeah, and you have a hymen like a trampoline. Why don't you have some
All right,
sex?
Let me give you back to the gentleman, okay?
All
The
right.
gentleman. There are none of those down there. Not a one.
Okay, hold on. Here.
How good.
All right.
Hello?
All right, Kenny. Thank you so much.
Well, I got to clean the phone.
Yeah, I understand.
Anybody else you want to talk to?
Nah.
Hey, put Pete on the phone.
Pete?
Yeah, the guy with the Slayer shirt.
Hey, Pete! Pete! Pete, Norton wants to talk to you.
Well, we're waiting, Kenny.
There's no Pete.
There is a guy with the Slayer shirt there. He's right there. I saw when I came in.
Hey, Francine. Step up to the microphone before you fall asleep. We have Francine in studio.
Yeah.
For the new listeners, we got a treat for you today.
Francine.
Hi, Francine.
In studio.
Hey, guys.
Well, we need some news on the program.
Yeah.
By the way, when we're in Washington, we're going to have Dee Dee doing the news tomorrow and Thursday, I guess.
Patty didn't bring any, but at least we have some sweet chocolate here in the studio today.
We do.
There we go.
I spent all night working on this.
You did?
Yes.
Wait, you spent all night working on your news.
I swear I didn't sleep.
Do you understand that? Oh, my God. We work with just a bunch of dummies. We really do.
It's supposed to be current events?
It's supposed to be the news for today.
Like news. You don't see the guys that do the 6 o'clock broadcast on the news, they having done the news the night before.
Working real hard on the news the night before. They
so
have
they
to
can
kind of
sleep, wake up, and read about stuff that happened the day before.
You want to be updated with the news. That's
the
why
name
you do.
News really means new. It's things. It's new.
Right.
It's all the news.
That's right.
New stuff.
You're doing the olds.
Yeah.
You know
this
that there
is
are
the olds broadcast.
You know there are people out there that they're just not familiar with the program yet, and they're convinced we write this material. They're just convinced that we write this shit.
Yeah.
News, new.
New.
It never hit me, new.
Oh, Jesus
Oh, my
Christ.
God.
Are you shitting me, Vaughn?
I never even put that together. New.
Me neither, actually.
It's new. There are some urban myths that it actually stands for the 4 points of the compass. North, east, west, south, what is covering the entire world, but it actually is just from new news.
Forget Aristotle and fuck Socrates. Here comes Professor Anthony.
He always amazes, doesn't he, guys?
Sure does.
Knows a little something about everything.
And we're all too dumb to know if he's right or wrong, so we just nod.
Exactly.
We just nod and go, of course that's what
my
it is.
biggest strength.
It's new with an S.
I like
It's not that he's smart, it's that we're retarded.
The whole northeast, west, and south thing.
Yeah.
What about local news? Would that just be local north,
would
east,
be-
west, and south?
Well, calling it news was probably long before they got local and satellite forecast. It was probably just new.
Some guy running from township to township.
It's
with
just
a piece
that.
of paper.
It's-
Northeast, west, south.
It's just that it was new information, and they just called it news.
Yeah. What's new?
Yeah.
What's new today?
Well, we're going to get to yesterday's news with Francine, I guess, because she worked all night,
All night.
pulled an all-nighter to get the news report.
Oh, yes.
All right.
You ready?
Wait, what's wrong with your eyes?
What's wrong with your eyes, Angel?
I feel like last time it took me a week to write the last one.
Yeah.
See? This one took me
A
one
week
night.
to write the news.
Wow. New.
God, Elo and the gang in Washington
Oh.
just rolling their eyes going, we really want a news person on your program.
That's right.
Not these dopes.
Now, Francine, I guess we can play some music for her.
Or a news bed
Some
or
news
something.
bed,
Yeah, all right.
something that's news-like.
The typewriter would be good.
All right.
Typewriter. Not a teletype machine, but
a
typewriter.
typewriter.
Isn't that what it is?
No, you don't hear a ding, do you?
At my house.
Yeah, at Boston's house with his old typewriter.
That's funny.
Like Mickey
That was good.
Spillane.
Yeah, I like that one. Good.
Last thing that was typed on that was dodging, and it was misspelled. D-O-G-G-I-N-G. Dogging her.
Later.
All right, let's hit the news bed, and we'll have Francine do the news for us today.
All right.
Thank you. All right, well, today I'm going to do movie reviews.
Oh, my God, Derek is...
Oh, Derek
Wow.
is applauding.
You got to
at
see what
Eric
happens around here.
Screwing up.
Everyone, all the underlings.
There is such competition going on. Oh, there it is.
Yeah,
Great
sure.
timing. Now we're trying to...
Shut up.
They are roaring in there. They are roaring. Look, Eric. Look over there.
right.
Look
at
over
them,
in
look
the
at them.
studio.
They're
Come on.
laughing at you.
Look over at Derek. Eric, come on. Look at him.
That's
Just
right.
look at him.
Come on, Derek
Just
and Eric.
move your eyes for a second. Look at him laughing.
That's right, Hawk.
Take your beating.
That's right.
Oh, the second that sound clip didn't come up,
Yeah.
Derek just starts laughing at
Howling
him.
and howling and howling. There's a whole hierarchy thing that's happened. They're all jockeying for position.
They were pointing at him, clapping and laughing at him like he's a monkey in a cage.
What happened there, Eric?
What
did
happened?
Yeah, Eric, what happened?
It just wasn't playing.
Right.
It
It's the machine's
just
fault.
wasn't playing.
Right?
All right.
See what? No one can see. It's radio.
What are you doing?
We just hear. And we hear is no bed. Good.
And then we
called,
hear the
right?
bed come and we're talking.
That's right. While Ed's trying to explain something.
Then the bed pops up.
All right, let's...
All right, I'm sure it'll work now.
Yeah, let's play the news teletype thing, and Francine's going to do yesterday's news for today.
There we are.
If
And
that
now the
makes sense.
news with Francine. Francine.
Okay, well, I'm
Wait a
gonna...
minute. What happened there?
Stop right-clicking, you shithead. You're not trying to save Target as.
Oh, my God, are they laughing? Oh, you're going to kill them in there.
They can't even do their jobs in the other room because they're too busy laughing at you now.
Oh, what happened,
Derek, will you please play the clip for us?
We've some.
There
There it is.
There's
Derek
Derek.
just pops it.
Wait.
Works for Derek.
Works for Derek.
Wait, Steve, what's the problem?
Yeah, Steve?
You have to hit the teletype bed, sir.
No, he's got them in two channels, and the one channel he keeps hitting doesn't come up on this board.
Yeah, but what do you mean? Why is it you're not hitting the right channel?
I don't know, Jimmy. The fact that...
Jesus. Steve, my windscreen went under the thing.
Uh-oh.
Pick up his windscreen, for
Steve,
Christ's
you're
sake.
breaking the mic
It's
now.
under
I
Francine's
know.
legs.
I don't know what happened.
Pick up that big black thing.
That's right.
Did you?
Wow.
There you go.
You just entertained that room.
Oh, my God.
That's
All
right.
right, let's have Derek
enjoying
play
that.
the teletype, Anthony.
Thanks,
Yes.
Derek.
Derek, if you will, why don't you play it? Thank you.
Good
Now,
boy.
Francine with the news. Francine.
Okay, I went to the movies, so I'm going to do some new movie reviews for you guys.
It's always how they start off the news.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
With
Isn't that the
movie
last thing they
review.
do?
Although when Star Wars broke, they did, that was the lead story. Wasn't quite a review, but it was all right.
All right, let's
Let
go.
it rip. Sorry to
Movie
interrupt.
reviews with Francine.
There's a volcano right now erupting in Mexico, but let's hear the movie reviews.
Wow, nice.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Let's hear your Caddyshack review.
Go ahead, Angel.
Okay. I'd like to send a big fuck you to the faggots who advertised that movie Layered Cake, comparing it to such kick-ass flicks as Snatch and Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. It was terribly confusing and awfully gay. How many shots can you show of Daniel Craig? The whole movie is just filled with body shots and close-ups of Daniel Craig's face and body. You should change the title of the movie to A Midsummer's Faggot's Dream. Terrible. Also, the interpreter, The last
All right,
time-
wait.
That's a
slow
long
down.
title,
First of
Francine.
all right, slow down. Yes, Voss?
Well, I mean, Snatch and the other one, Lock, Stock, aren't really classics. They're not up there with
Snatch
On the
was a
Waterfront.
great
They're not
movie.
a classic, though.
Snatch gets better and better, especially the dialogue.
She completely lost me.
I know. Well, that's the beauty of Francine.
I have no idea what movie she's talking about.
What's the name of the movie?
It's called Layered Cake. It's from the
Does
same...
anyone know what Layered Cake's about?
I have no
even?
idea what you're talking about.
Give me
I
a
still don't.
synopsis, Eric, of Layered Cake, please. I didn't even know there was a movie out called Layered Cake.
Layered Cake?
Well, I'm a big Snatch and Lock, Stock fan, and it's the
You're
same
a big
producer.
fan of Snatch, are you?
Yeah. And Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. They were great movies. So when they said the producer
So-
came out with a new one, I came.
Yeah, but the
why not
producer
see?
doesn't mean shit.
Well, I thought it would be the same kind
The
of
producer
movie.
is just a guy that goes, here's a bunch of money, make me a good
That's
film,
right.
and I'll kind of take a peek every once in a while. They're not
It's
involved.
called Layer Cake.
Layer
not
Cake.
Layered Cake.
All right, Anthony?
It's called what?
It's called Layer Cake.
Layer with an E-R?
Well, that's how-
Layer.
That's how you spell layer.
Layer
sure.
Cake.
Do you have a synopsis, Anthony? Or
Let's see. A successful cocaine dealer planning an early retirement is lured back into the business by a love interest and an international drug ring.
Yep.
That
that's
explains it.
Mm-hmm.
And it has Daniel Craig in it.
Yep.
Who you might remember from...
yes, Ant.
Looking.
He was
Exactly.
He was in that film.
The Daniel Craig
Yeah,
story.
and then there was that other thing he
Yeah.
did when yeah.
Wow, I am really looking, and
Well, according to RottenTomatoes.com, Anthony, I love RottenTomatoes.com because they take all the reviews from America, from all the papers, and then they throw it all together. Wait, go up first of all. They give it a fresh rating, Anthony. That means, well, in this case, 79% of all the movie reviews across America actually liked this film. Liked it a lot. It's hard to remember an American gangster film that has been as brazenly entertaining as Layer Cake. Layer Cake is a fabulous movie about the underworld we only want to visit on film. A must for those who like their tough talk delivered with an English accent. A stylishly dark, occasionally funny UK gangster film in the tradition of John Mackenzie's The Long Good Friday and Peter Medak's The Craze. It goes on and on. The film's style makes up for its difficult story. I guess you have to have a brain to watch the movie, Francine.
Well, I watched it, and I tried to figure it out by myself, and it wasn't good.
why is the main character's name like XXXX?
They didn't give his name until... Well, they never did.
They never gave his name?
Yeah.
This could be the problem for you, Francine. This review from, I guess, a site called 3 Movie Buffs. Fast-paced and complex, Layer Cake rewards those who pay attention.
Ooh.
We know you've had a problem with that in the past.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh.
It just goes on and on. Most movie reviewers love the movie.
Yeah. Well, I didn't like it.
Well, she didn't like it, Anthony.
Yeah, it was really terrible.
You should start with a movie like Donut, and then work your way up.
What's that
Layer
about?
Cake is very complex.
Yeah,
a lot of
Donut was a
layers.
great movie. You never heard? You never
need
saw
something
Donut?
like
No.
Pop-Tart. Nothing.
Oh.
Even tried throwing another pastry
I
in.
think I knew what you were doing. How many frosted treats will he toss in before he hits that wall? Munchkin? Thriller. Oh. God. Zeppelin. Did you see Zeppelin?
Ah, shit.
Well, jelly donut, slower
What a
pace.
mess. I liked it.
Uh-oh.
Think.
Something's here.
Oh. You're seeing boxes of maybe shirts?
I certainly am, and a really good-looking
Are those
UPS
the shirts?
man.
Those aren't the shirts? You know damn well the shirts aren't going to arrive today.
What is it?
I already figured that
Well,
one
what is
out.
it? Something else. What is it,
What
Eric?
is it, Eric?
Travel cases for the instant replay.
Ooh, travel
Oh,
cases.
great.
Very nice. All right,
You
so
should've
Fran,
went with UPS.
so let's get back to Francine. You didn't like
Right.
you didn't like Layer Cake because it was what?
Well, I went to see it, and I sat down and I tried to figure it out, and I just couldn't figure it out. There was too many things going on, and they weren't really connecting the story properly.
She's right.
Because of her, I now want to see the movie.
Yeah, it's got to be good.
It has to be good.
But I figured out Snatch and Lock, Stock, and they didn't even go in order.
All right.
Why would it go in order?
Well, it was kind of like, you know how That guy who does other films, that Pulp Fiction stuff. You know how it doesn't go in order?
Quentin Tarantino?
Yeah.
Yeah, the film is all over the place and it kind of gets tied up at the end.
I figured those movies out.
You figured out Pulp Fiction?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It went backwards.
Well, in some spots, yeah.
What was Pulp Fiction about?
Oh, drugs and killing and hamburgers.
Oh my goodness.
She
I'm
really
like a fucking rocket
whittles it down to the most common
She certainly
denominator,
does.
doesn't she?
Well, there's a lot of breathing and people talking and communicating.
But she figured it out, Anthony.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yep, and killing.
And
A lot
killing.
of killing, yes.
It was very good.
Someone taped Fox News. They're doing all-time faves. It looks like all-time favorite villains or something like that. That could be very interesting.
In the movies?
Today. I think so. Because a lot of people saying Darth Vader the best villain ever. Good one.
Maybe, yeah.
I think Gene Hackman in Batman. Well, maybe I should have thrown pastry in with it.
No, nobody.
Don't try to make yourself look better by picking out on my
hold on. I'd
abomination.
like to know who Gene Hackman played in Batman.
Yeah.
He played. You don't remember? Oh, Superman.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
No.
Oh,
no.
Hold on. And to answer your question, 47-year-old man, no, I don't remember. You remember? No, I don't. Child speak. Oh, is that when Batman came in and he said, hey there, Mr. Luthor, you're in the wrong movie. You're supposed to be paralyzed.
Lex Luthor.
I'm sorry, Mr. Luthor.
Wow.
All right.
How'd you like Christopher Walken in Cuckoo's Nest? He was fantastic, wasn't he? Throw the sink through the window.
All right. Well. Wow. Where did it go from there? Back to Francine, I guess. Who figured out Pulp Fiction because it's about killing, drugs, and hamburgers.
And
right?
guns.
And guns. All right. Well, let's move on with the news, I guess.
Big Kahuna Burger.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That Hawaiian joint.
Frank Whaley, by the way, that was. He used to come in a Boston Comedy Club.
Yeah.
The boss was mean to him.
I wasn't mean to him.
You were a dick to him. Yes, you were. He was a nice guy trying a little stand-up for a movie.
Oh, I was on stage or something?
He was also in some gangster movie. He was in a movie called Swimming with Sharks with
he
Kevin
was great,
Spacey.
man.
Yeah, I saw that
Great
one.
actor,
Yeah.
Frank Whaley, and that was him. Having a big Kahuna Burger.
I wasn't
Say what
being mean
again?
to him.
You were busting his balls like you always do. And I was nice to him. I didn't even know who he was back then. We didn't know who he was.
Okay. Francine, with the news. Back to the teletype.
Sorry, Angel.
Okay. Congratulations to Eva Longoria.
All right, hold on. What happened to the rest of the movie reviews?
Oh, I could continue too.
Yeah, of course. I hope you have something on Star Wars. It made
Anything
all
on
sorts
Star
of money.
Wars?
Yeah, I do. A little piece.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Also a terrible fucking movie, The Interpreter. The last time I ever see a movie starring Nicole Kidman, it was garbage. So, basically, I hated these two movies. They were total douchebag flicks. Zero action, made no sense. No thumbs down. Better off staying home, watching porn, and jerking off.
Wow, that's something you don't get when you watch Eppert and Roper.
No.
Yes.
Nope.
Or Roper and Eppert.
I don't know. It's
or
the live one and the other one who doesn't have mush in his head.
Oh, man.
It was so much easier when it was Siskel and Eppert.
Pudding skull.
What is it now? Eppert and Roper?
I don't know. Oh, rice pudding brains. He sneezes. He's all sloshing around in there, shaking up, and it snows in that little town. That's just brain matter. That's what you should put a little Santa Claus scene on his brainstem.
All right. Well, what do you got on Star Wars there?
Well, that's gonna come up next.
All right.
Okay. We gotta say congratulations to Eva Longoria and her Desperate Housewives counterparts in their success this weekend. Approximately 30 million viewers tuned in to watch their season finale.
I wasn't one of them, and I don't know one other person that was either.
Me neither, but I read it.
So you copied it.
No, listen how she read it. She never disappoints. Go ahead.
Thank you. Longoria, who is skanking it up, has been linked to just about every dick in Hollywood, including boy bander J.C. Chavez, basketball.
Wow.
That's the way to go to court. Just like Phil Spector
You know,
did.
I'm sure you got it in your local paper. The Phil Spector do that he's wearing in court is just beyond hilarious.
Don't you just want to grab his head and go and make a wish?
He looks like a Dr. Seuss character.
He really is. Horton hears of sexual abuse and a murder.
You gotta love Fox News. They just did a split screen how he used to look all relatively normal with his hair slicked back and his sunglasses, and then looking like what did he look like? Just with a massive afro.
I won't kill here. I won't kill there.
Oh my God! Sorry about
Where
that.
you going?
Where you going, boss?
You're just smoking in the middle of the show. Stop coughing.
Oh, he's gonna go out for a cigarette and then he's coughing.
Yeah, you're not going anywhere for a cigarette.
You relax.
Are you
Don't
jonesing that bad?
When are you going to quit smoking? Really,
Let's go back to this news. This is
All
fun.
right, go ahead, Francine.
All
Pick
right.
up where you had left off, if you could.
Right there.
Okay.
No, down.
Someone wants to know if we could go back to the Big Kev audio from the the
geez.
Star Wars premiere.
That was great. Kevin asked some pretty funny questions. I listened to those.
Shut up.
What did he say? There's one
Shut
guy,
up.
He said, hey.
All right, Francine, go ahead.
Okay, she's been linked to J.C. Chavez, basketball player Tony Parker, actors Butch Klein, Sean Ferris, and now Hayden Christensen, who plays Darth Vader in the new Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith, which has raked in approximately $158 million this weekend. #1 movie.
That's
She's
one
all
year,
happy.
Paycheck for me, Robin.
Should continue?
That's all you have on Star Wars? One of the biggest
That's
movie
it?
releases in recent memory?
Did you see it?
No, I didn't go see it. I'm going to go see it, but not yet.
Not yet.
What? Did you see the first two?
I saw the very first one with
Oh boy, this could be a problem.
Harrison Ford.
Oh, all
You
right.
haven't seen any since then?
No. Wait, I might have seen it on TV, but I don't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's it about?
Star Wars?
Yeah.
It's about the stars and spaceships and fighting in the sky and a guy in a cape who carries a big sword.
It's a lightsaber, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like a sword.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, off by 40 centuries.
And they're in the future and they do lots of fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Very good.
No hamburgers?
When are you going to turn 10?
Is this the third or fourth Star Wars?
I think it's the sixth one, isn't it?
Of course it is. Thank you, Francine.
Jesus, Francine.
Of course it is. Boss is way off.
This is Battle of the Dummies. It's happening right in front of us right now.
How many Star Wars?
Number 6.
Six.
Rich.
Did they call it the third or something?
Don't nobody answer him. Nobody acknowledge you heard words. Just let it sit there.
I didn't see any of them. Didn't they call it the
47
third?
years old.
You never saw the first Star Wars?
I never saw any
Don't
Star
you remember
Wars.
when it came out?
Don't you remember?
Isn't this called, what's this called? What's the name of this one? Star Wars what?
The Revenge of the Sith.
Revenge of the Sith.
The Sith.
Darth Vader has a lump on his balls.
So the back of my ear is in the movie.
Revenge of the Sith. There goes the Photoshop. Everyone at Whackbag's like, thank you. Thank you. Go to whackbag.com in the Photoshop segment, or section, I should say, and prepare to see some Revenge of the Sith.
Revenge of the Cyst. Brilliant.
6 of them.
All right, so
Right.
Star Wars is a movie about stars, Anthony.
Yeah.
And fighting
And fighting
and swords.
Cool.
All right.
What was JFK about? A wig and a car ride.
The airport. It was about the parking situations. David Ferry's riding around. Where are you going to park? It's an enigma trapped in the middle. You a handsome parking attendant, Mr. Gassens. In a big ta-ta.
All right, well, okay.
All right, Revenge of the Cyst. And what else you got there?
Former diva Mariah Carey turned psycho bitch from hell is back on the Billboard charts once again with her new album titled The Re-Emancipation of Mimi. Scary, who should have committed suicide way back in the early 90s, is trying to change her skanky image. But although talented, every year she seems to be turning into an even more and more self-absorbed psychotic cunt. Case in point, Mariah went on record in Essence magazine claiming to be America's most misunderstood black woman. What are you talking about, Mariah? That is such bullshit. You are not black and you are not white. You're just fucking crazy.
Wow, a little editorializing there.
Yeah, I like that.
You don't hear that on the news that often. I mean, one time I heard Dan Rather refer to someone as a hose bag, but he never actually went with the full C word.
Not many real potty mouths, except for that Arthur Chang guy.
Yeah.
Whatever his name is.
What the fuck is your problem, Mariah? Jesus, Francine.
She's all proud of herself.
Thank you, guys.
You're doing a really good
what
job
else you
today,
got?
I gotta tell you.
Well, thank you. I try.
All right, what else you got?
More?
Our hearts and prayers go out to the young girl who was assaulted by a horrible monster of a man.
Go ahead.
Hector Ramirez, who dragged this unnamed girl out of her room in an understaffed Bellevue hospital, took her to an empty conference room, molested, and raped her. With surveillance cameras and 2 eyewitnesses, how did you expect to get away with this? Well, I'll tell you.
Attention getter.
I'll tell you how you can get away with child abduction and molestation. Mr. Ramirez, first, you get a time machine. Go back 46 years and come back as a young black boy. Next, become a famous pop star. Fast forward 25 years later, slowly but surely turn yourself white and start obsessing about Peter Pan.
You ever seen a grown man naked?
Build a giant amusement park filled with candy and carousel and kiddie rides, and proclaim yourself king of pop. You get my point. You don't have enough money or fame to get away with this crime. Ramirez, you are fucked.
It's a lot of time travel just to do a little molesting. How about buy a van and get a mask? God almighty.
I was referring to Michael Jackson.
Oh, you were?
Yeah, we saw that.
Okay. That was very clever.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Took long enough to get there.
I didn't understand. You are the most misunderstood black woman in America. Not
You
Mariah
really think
Carey.
so?
Yeah, I have no
you.
clue what the fuck you're saying.
What else you got? You worked all night. There has to be a few more.
I did work all night. Anti-American spirits up in the Middle East.
Uh-oh.
And Newsweek's report of the flushing of the Koran down the toilets by U.S. soldiers has only made matters worse.
Last week's story.
This is why...
Flushing of the what?
The Korean?
Koreans.
The Koran?
Wait. I didn't... What was that?
The Koreans, the Bible book. They have a Bible of their own.
Yeah.
It's called a Koran.
And what's in that? What's in that Bible that's different than
Wait,
our
what?
Bible?
I don't even understand what she's saying. A crayons?
A Koran.
Koran.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Bible book.
Yeah, it's a Bible for the Muslims.
And what kind of stuff is in that book, you think?
Well, there's probably creation, and I think my dad told me that theirs is different because it has a lightning story in the beginning, and it's very confusing, opposed to the Bible, which starts off with darkness and then it goes into lightness, and then God creates, like, the earth and people. But they have lightning.
That's
Then
Lightning?
Then what happens?
I forget because the story is a little bit too long.
The
But
guy running with a kite?
Yeah.
no, but there's lightning, though.
Right?
Yeah.
Lightning.
Yeah.
That's all you need to know. Okay.
It's probably the same story.
Okay.
What's wrong? Brad Pitt hair?
Yeah, Steve, what's going on?
Nothing. I gave Eric an update on the shirts.
Oh.
Well, we'd like an update.
Yeah, what's the update?
Sure, buddy.
Thank you. Apparently the shirts were here at 7:55 this morning, but the security wouldn't let them upstairs in the freight elevator.
Why is that?
And why didn't they call somebody or whatever?
I don't know.
No big deal. All right, well, we're
Where
gonna have
are the shirts?
We're gonna have the shirts soon for the tens of people outside the studio.
Yes.
They really are sticklers in this building. That old drunk downstairs. Well, I bet if it was a bottle of fucking Jack that showed up, you'd let it down the freight elevator after you emptied it into your liver. Is this your fucking Night Watchman Harry Chapin song?
All right, let's go, Francine.
Shithead.
So what happened? Newsweek reported a story about their Bible being flushed down the toilet.
Yep.
And what happened?
And they're going crazy over there. So, this is why I don't understand why our president, George Bush, has allowed the lovely First Lady, Laura Bush, to go on a quote-unquote goodwill tour to Jerusalem, where she's greeted with crowds screaming, "Why are you killed? Your husband killed Muslim and you're not welcome here," while visiting such sites as the Western Wall. Well, here's my theory. This is President Bush's attempt to get away from First Lady Laura Bush so he can get closer to that sexpot Secretary of State Condoleezza Rice. Seems as though Bush is trying to get some black tail.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like Francine, she goes for the racial angle. I kind of like that.
See that angle being played, right? All right.
That's very, very clever. Once again.
You think so?
I really do. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. I got one last story.
All right.
One last story.
Yep. Coming, that's with CUMING, to a laundromat, nail salon, and public schools and cinemas near you are free condoms. In his fight to stop the AIDS, Health Commissioner Thomas Friedman said yesterday, "We can stop the HIV epidemic with the tools that we have today." Yes, we can wrap those tools up. Mayor Bloomberg, who said he supports the progressive plan to fight AIDS.
The what?
Progressive?
Okay.
Plan to fight AIDS will review the plan after a public comment period, but it's not clear whether there will be any protest against the politically thorny issues of condom distribution, even though there have been protests in the past.
Uh-huh.
And that's it.
That's it?
An excellent job.
I really didn't follow that last story. Something
Yeah, I didn't
about-
either. She lost me.
Free condoms everywhere.
Yeah, I know, but I was kind of like, who cares?
So what, we're just going to be throwing them out on the street and you just pick them up if you walk by and see one?
No, but it's so that people can use them like at clubs and stuff.
Right.
Opposed
You're giving
to
them at clubs. You're giving
and
them
bars.
at nail salons.
Right.
Yeah, so that's good for people who can't afford them.
They ought to give them to Bellevue orderlies, just in case, you see something you like and, you want to take what's yours.
Take your pick.
No reason to leave DNA all over the panties. Right or wrong, guys?
Laying around anyway.
That's right.
Might
You
as
gave
well.
one to your dad.
Terrible.
I don't know why that guy's in trouble. You wouldn't get in big trouble if you went and stuck your dick in lettuce or in a tomato or a carrot.
Right. Let's go to Matt in Nevada. Matt? Matt?
Yeah.
What's up, Matt?
Hey, I was going to ask if Voss and this woman went to the same high school.
I didn't go to high school, stupid.
You didn't?
I quit.
Yeah.
Started my own business.
All right, thank you, Matt. Ow. Wow, he's so angry he had to slam the phone down.
This chick is making me dizzy. Does this girl have a mouthful of blue balls?
Yeah,
Could she be more stupid?
We love Francine.
Yeah, but she had nothing on like Britney Spears or any of that other stuff going on.
It took me all night to
Is this a new trainable video clip?
And yeah, Hollywood Nova from Whackbag. Well, we'll let him on here. Hollywood, go ahead.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
Hey.
Hey, check it. Where's the sports, Francine? Where's the sports?
Oh, the Pistons beat somebody last night. 81-90.
That's right.
Yeah, Pacer fans.
All right, the Pistons beat someone last night.
Hey,
There's a new NBA team called the Someones.
I forgot which one.
Well, that would be, I believe, the Heat.
Okay.
Yes. Fuck the Miami fans. Fuck you guys. You guys will not win. Shaq is a bitch. Rasheed Wallace will dunk all over your fucking asses.
Well, Shaq was a little injured. He's just coming back from a little thing there.
Hey, guys, it's the playoffs. Everybody gets injured.
Dude, you got to say Shaquille, how dominant he is, man. After he left the Lakers, I mean, they just stink.
Hey,
All right, listen, we got to let you go because I see a FedEx man outside the studio. There's a lot of yelling and screaming going on, a lot of finger pointing going on, Anthony.
Poe out there.
I see Poe out there, and I see a couple boxes of shirts.
Have you seen any of the videos of Poe at the Star Wars opening?
No.
With him and the lightsaber
No. Is it
doing
funny?
the moves? Yeah. Yeah, Poe is a master.
Yeah.
The lightsaber.
All right.
Guys, I gotta go. So I'll see you in D.C. later on today.
Where are you going?
I had to leave at 10 today because I have my car was in the shop for a week, and the
look at
loaner.
Oh.
Why?
Wow. I wish I could do a 3-hour day. Jeez.
You're just leaving?
I have to. I don't want to. I never want to walk out. We're having a great show. But wait, Hawk, hold on. But I have to bring my car back because they're going to start charging me
Right.
If I don't, I can't just keep this loner.
Well,
how much do they charge you? I mean, you're a big headliner. You know, an hour that you're going to make an hour on radio.
Hey, can we have?
Hold on, let me address John Turturro hairdo.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah. They gave me the answers too.
I think it's good.
Yeah, just send these shirts back.
Well, let me see one, Opie.
They're just awful.
Wait, let's see.
Let's see.
We got the. This was supposed to be a big deal today, and.
Would you get that out of a hamper?
And we have the shirts in studio, Anthony, finally. And on the front it says, "What the F?
Blank, blank, blank.
F blank blank K is your problem, man." And then on the back it just says Opie and Anthony.
Do me a favor, though. Next time, make the font smaller, because you can actually read this. Each shirt comes with an electron microscope, so you can fucking read it.
Yeah, way to commit to the product. Jesus.
What the fuck? Jesus. What the fuck is your problem, man?
All right, well, I'll hand them out to the 10 people online outside the studio.
Yeah,
that's
and
just
that's good they
wonderful.
sent large. Are there any XLs in there, Hawk? Let's hop to it. Find one. And give Francine a shirt. She's lovely.
All right, well, before Francine leaves, someone has a suggestion. Have you smelled the back of Rich Voss's ear yet?
It smells like grape jelly.
No.
Have you ever smelled it?
No.
It smells like grape jelly. It's that stupid cologne you wear. I'm telling you.
I know.
Dude, she makes the face like the guy in the rowboat that's fishing in Caddyshack. Has anyone else noticed
What
that?
face is that?
Oh my.
You've noticed, right?
Yeah.
When the big boat that Rodney Dangerfield's driving,
Their eyes up real wide.
and then it splits the rowboat in half while he's trying to do some fishing. The face he makes just before that happens. Francine's been making that face all morning.
You like blueberries?
Only with toast.
I mean, the smell of blueberries. Isn't it a nice smell?
More grape jelly, not blueberries.
Oh,
I'm
grape.
telling you, it's more grape. You think it's blueberries.
Yeah.
Behind his
Let
ear,
her
it
be
smells
the
like
judge.
grape jelly. It's like a stupid
It's really not
cologne.
that bad. We all have done it.
Everyone's done it.
All right.
But it's just stupid because I'm telling you, it's
Wait.
a cologne.
Yeah, Francine, stay on mic for this. It's really no big deal.
The guy-
Basically, let me explain what's happening. Rich Voss is kind of just rubbing behind his earlobe. That's all. That's all he's doing. He's rubbing behind his earlobe. He's getting a little goodness on his index finger.
That stupid grape jelly smell.
Oh, that smells like ass. Doesn't smell like grape jelly. Ew.
Is it bad today, Rich? It's like it's like.
So good.
You don't want to be in a gross out contest where I'll fucking smash it.
Yeah, it's basically cyst juice.
Oh.
All right, try it again.
No way.
Yeah, try that one. Try that one.
Here,
Just one
try
more. What's
He's not
wrong?
phasable, though.
What's wrong, Francine?
It really does smell like he just stuck his finger up.
Go away, motherfucker!
Yeah, get away from me.
You motherfucker. Yeah, Aunt, you got to take some. I think Aunt should
No,
take some.
it's not gonna happen. Don't even fucking start.
Go away, motherfucker. Did Ziggy ever take some? Oh, no. Oh, no?
I'm running out.
You're running out?
Ugh.
All right, Voss, why don't you go smoke? Jimmy, go get your car. Travis, what's up?
Bye, guys.
Oh, he hasn't smelled it yet. Do you have anything left?
Of course he does. Just rub behind the ear again.
Travis, this young go-getter. Here, get Travis on mic, though.
Oh, that mic. Don't touch mine.
No. All right.
Get away from me. Talk to Von Voss's mic, not mine.
Yeah, make sure you got a good one, though, Voss.
I got all this. I got left.
Shut up. It's awful.
Oh!
I'm out for a couple days now.
All right, there you have
Couple
it.
days.
Sometimes people puke when they smell that finger, but
Did Bob Kelly ever get any of that? I think Bob Kelly.
Wow, Bob would really be good.
Yeah.
He would really start puking.
Oh, Jesus. Old fucking
Call Dane
old
Cook, see if
pinwheel
Bob-
belly. That asshole. Hey, Bob, I stepped in shit.
all right, listen. Brian in Delaware has something real fast. Brian, go ahead.
Hey, hey boys, how you doing?
Hey.
I just want to mention about Voss. He's the biggest wuss I've ever seen in my life.
You're right.
At a show in Baltimore last week.
Oh, yeah.
Where was it, Brett? Where was the show?
In Baltimore.
Oh.
He was there's a mouse that ran on stage, and I have never seen a guy act more like a girl trying to stand up on his stool. And he ran out in the audience knocking tables over.
No, it was one table.
Knocking down mailboxes, driving through people's backyards.
Yeah,
That's
there
baby
was.
shit compared to what this dude's doing.
But tell the truth, did I kill?
Oh, yeah,
You killed the mouse?
Yeah.
No, I killed
Wait,
him.
dude, this is at the Improv?
Yeah.
Yeah,
What city?
in Baltimore.
Oh. Because I'm thinking I'm going to be in D.C. soon. I wasn't sure if I was out. So this guy was you're on stage. Hold on, you're on stage
Yeah.
in D.C. and a fucking mouse runs.
No.
Right, dude?
Was it
No, it was,
DC?
it was in Baltimore.
No one could say it right. All right.
Baltimore.
And Voss just freaked out because the mouse was on stage?
Oh, yeah. standing up on a stool, knocking glasses and tables over, running out into the audience.
Oh, that's a man act.
Got a cyst
I'm
behind his
that,
ear.
boys.
All right, thanks, Ryan.
Next time, keep your badge on your cyst.
All right, well.
Could have been kicking that Mr. Voss's ass around a typewriter by now.
Francine, could you do our live read for Gamefly.com?
Sure.
Gamefly?
Oh, good idea.
Not a bad idea at all.
Gamefly.com is so easy. You send a game back and the next game on your queue list is automatically sent. It only takes a couple of business days to get to you. Gamefly lets you have up to 2 games at a time. Games that you can keep as long as you want without any late fees. And if you really like the game you're playing, you simply click Keep It in your game queue and you get the mint condition box and manual delivered to you at all a great member discount. Go to gamefly.com/xm to get signed up. It only costs $21.95 a month, but you can start with a free 2-week trial, no commitment. You can cancel anytime. Start playing the latest releases or games you've always wanted to play. And now there's even more of a reason to try out Gamefly for the month of May. Only anyone who signs up for any of their prepaid video game rental plans are entered into the Gamefly.com PSPA Day giveaway. That's right. Sign up in any day in May and you may win the cool new Sony PSP handheld device at Gamefly.com.
Do you know what the PSP is? The new Sony PSP? Game-held device? What do you think it is?
Is it like Xbox?
Well, no. That would be the other company, first of all.
Would it be like PlayStation?
Well, sure. It's made by the same people. It's a handheld, though.
Oh, so it's a small game box.
Small game box, sure.
Small game box.
With, like, like the Nintendo?
I like how she went for the month of May only.
Yeah.
Anyone who signs up for any prepaid video game rental plans are entered, blah, blah, blah. She went for the month of May. Only anyone who signs up.
Did I miss a line?
No.
No, not
You're
really.
doing great.
All right, continue. It's Gamefly.com, yes.
Gamefly.com, there are 2,500 titles to choose from. See, Xbox, PS2, GameCube, GBA, DS, and the new PS2 games at a time. No shipping fees, charges. Either way, keep the games as long as you like with no late fees. All the games you want, go to Gamefly.com. That's GAMEFLY.com/X-M and plug in XM in the promo code box for your special offer.
No, there's no dash. It says that it's like
By the way,
Gamefly.com/XM.
Oh.
By the way, I said game held. It's a handheld. I'm sorry for that. Yeah, all right. Well, I think she got the info out. No.
What?
Do you know what you just read? Why don't you summarize for everybody? What is Gamefly.com basically? Don't look at the script. You just read it. What did you comprehend from that reading?
It looks like it's rental games.
Okay, rental games, right?
Xbox and PS2 and game boxes, and they're mini game boxes, PS2s and Xboxes that you're renting these games for.
All right, and where do you rent them?
Gamefly.com.
Very good. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Francine.
You're welcome, guys. Thank you.
Life in corporate America.
Ah, man, what a show today. Having lots and lots of fun. Rich Voss, thanks for stopping by today.
Rich is hanging.
Yeah, I don't have a lot today. I'm kind of
right.
burned, man, this fucking weekend. A lot of O&A fans came out to Caroline. Thanks, man.
Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't make it. I went down to Florida. Anthony went out to Colorado.
It was fun.
Colorado.
Dave's out of his mind, but it was fun.
Yeah, right on.
Crazy.
Cool. I want to talk about Star Wars and all that, but we got a guest that's about to make a couple guests that will be in here in a second. But what's up, Kenny?
Well, we could probably talk about Star Wars with them also, because Adam actually had experience working on the first one and the second one.
Oh, very cool.
One and two, yeah.
No, I had a thought in my head, but it's like past now.
Of course it is.
But I was going to hand out the T-shirts if you want me to.
Yeah, the T-shirts are here. I guess we'll be handing them out in a few minutes.
Yeah, why not?
All right, go down there and get on the phone, and we'll go to you in between talking to these guys. Okay?
Those guys, the Mythbusters, are really cool.
Do you want to ask them something before you leave?
Well, me and my boys are big fans of their show.
Really?
Yeah, they're smart. Mm-hmm. They blow things up. They do educational things.
I've watched the show many times.
Yeah, they're good like that.
Yeah.
Well, let's get the guys from Mythbusters in here, Eric.
It's a very fast-paced show they got.
Don't scare anybody. Step away from that chair a little bit, you freak.
Yeah, because these guys aren't going to know how to handle you.
Yeah, they are. It's Jamie and Adam. How you doing, guys?
Very good. How are you?
Yeah, very good. I'm like starstruck now. I watch the show every single time it's on. Freaking out. It's actual celebrities to me.
Really?
Anybody else they drag in here? Like, Ozzy came in, and of course Jimmy Norton's a big fan of Ozzy Osbourne, and he sat down, but it was just like, Ozzy. But you guys are like, I watch you on TV. You're like real celebrities to me.
Do you want Kenny to ask the first question before he goes downstairs?
Oh.
This guy's 6'4", and he's big and stupid.
He's really, he's
very stupid.
He's like big and
Here
stupid.
he is.
You were calling me?
But
yes.
he likes the show.
Kenny, be nice to our guests.
No, I'm excited
it's
these
Adam
guys
and Jamie from Mythbusters.
No, I got to get their autograph from my boys.
Really?
Yeah, they're huge fans. We never miss a show. These guys do cool stuff. They blow things up. They play with mannequins. That's what I like.
Yeah, what's your question?
Do you ever learn anything?
No, that's impossible. You know me.
It's impossible.
Yeah, it's just beyond comprehension for me. But these guys look really smart.
They are smart.
Yeah, they got a cool show, I'm telling you.
All right, what's the
question?
question?
Listen to me when I'm telling you something.
But what's the question?
No, hi.
Hi, how you doing?
No, I'm not high.
You have nothing.
No, see how witty he was?
Would you go out and give out T-shirts?
You don't have anything? You don't have a question for these guys?
Thank you, Mythbusters, for coming to the Opie and Anthony show.
Our pleasure.
All right, I'm sorry.
Thanks for having us.
All right.
Sorry for that distraction.
All right, so back to Anthony here. Adam and Jamie from Mythbusters in studio. Yes.
I absolutely want to know how you hooked up with the show, because it seemed like one of those things that maybe if you just gave the idea out to somebody, it didn't seem like it might catch on, but it's really, really caught on. Well, and I know a lot of people that watch it and enjoy it.
Well, actually, the idea came to the mind of our producer, Peter Reese, who was a producer for a show on Discovery called Beyond 2000 for about 10 years.
Yeah.
A technology magazine-style show. And he thought up the idea for Mythbusters and pitched it to Discovery. And when they were looking around for talent, he had actually interviewed Jamie and I as part of the original Robot Wars, the precursor to BattleBots, back in like 1996.
Well, Jamie was a competitor
with his lethal robot Blendo.
Blendo.
Yeah, it was about the nastiest thing that had ever been made at that point, and so
we had 4 matches, and none of them lasted longer than about 4 seconds.
What type of bot was it?
It was the first of what they call spinners, and so it was essentially a 150-pound flywheel spinning at about 500 RPM.
I noticed the flippers usually did better against the spinners.
Well, not against our spinner.
Not against yours?
No. They we just had to touch them, and it was over.
They were just flying against the wall or something.
We had the distinction of when BattleBots finally came, we could see that the arena accommodated for Blendo specifically.
Really?
With a roof on the arena. Because we kept tossing pieces of our opponents up over the barrier and into the audience, and that's why they kept on.
That adds an element of fun to the whole thing.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd put it this way. When Blendo was spun up, it was the equivalent of getting hit by a chunk of brass the size of your fist going the speed of sound. That was the math.
Damage.
Well, so when Peter called up Jamie and back in, I think, the beginning of 2002 and said, would you be interested in hosting this show, the science show on Discovery Channel? And Jamie said, well, I think I might be interested, but I'm not sure I'd actually be dynamic enough to hold a show on my own. But I've got this friend, and together we might make a good team. And we shot a 14-minute demo reel we sent to them, and apparently they loved it. They sent it to Discovery, and Discovery said to us, these are just the geeks we were looking for.
Really?
And apparently they said to each other, just what we need, a couple of homosexuals from San Francisco.
Oh my God.
But we're not gay.
We're not gay.
You make the beret look cool again, though, bro. I gotta give it to you, man.
I definitely the personalities are definitely different. I watched the kind of like the outtake show that you guys put together, which is really really funny. And it seems like a lot of people kind of goof on you, Jamie, a little bit about your personality and your kind of the business guy out of the crew.
Well, they goof on both of us, and I think the choice of us as a team turned out to be a really good call that might not be apparent when you watch the show, and that's because we have what I think of as binocular vision. When we're dealing with a subject, we're coming at it from such different personalities and points of view that it really displays the subject matter, which, I mean, we clown around a lot, we have a lot of fun, but ultimately we'd like to get as much science in there, because that's, you may watch the show because it's funny, but you'll stay with the show because there's a lot of interesting content in it.
I'm a complete techno geek, so I just love when you guys and what you were just talking about, the when you have to attack a problem and build two separate things alone. The way you guys go about it is just hysterical at the differences. I mean, Adam, you really come off as like the clown that just, you look and go, how did he even get that to work, kind of thing. And you always expect Jamie to build a better machine than yours. Sorry, I don't mean to insult you or anything.
I'd like to point out
the personality just comes out.
Hey, I'd like to point out that I found a needle in a haystack first.
That is true. I did see that. You're a little.
Wait, how do you go about finding
the
needle in the haystack?
Well, they gave us 4 different needles of different sizes: small, medium, really large, and then they gave us this bone needle. And, of course, the first thing we'd both think of is some type of magnetic finder or metal detector. The bone needle made it exponentially more difficult. So, actually, Jamie used fire to burn all of his hay and look through the ashes for the small bits. And I used water to actually, these agitating paddle wheels that fed the hay through a trough, and hopefully the bone needle would fall to the bottom. And I also had magnets to find we both had magnets to find the metal needles. And our producer, of course, always liking a good challenge, gave us 1,000 pounds of hay, which, like, if you fluffed it, is enough to fill this room about 4 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, and while Adam's worked better, mine was cooler.
It was. Fire is always cooler, and that's part of the show that I think everybody loves, and I envy you guys. The amount of explosives you guys get to use is amazing, and each time it seems to be like you're getting more and more.
Well, yeah, I mean, the most recent really large one we did, blowing up the cement truck.
The cement truck was amazing.
What was that one about?
Well, the myth is, can you use a stick of dynamite to clean out cement that's hardened in the side of a cement truck?
You've heard about there is a myth out there that some guy had left the cement in the cement truck and it dried, and then they used dynamite to loosen it up.
Yeah, and it turned out that a single stick of dynamite inside a truck with a little residue in it is, I mean, we don't want to recommend it, but it actually works quite well.
Yeah.
Because it just kind of sends out a shock wave and it loosens the stuff and it makes it easier to clean out. But of course,
it looks really boring.
Yeah, there's
puff
like
of smoke.
Yeah, there's this
puff out the back.
Yeah, so doing what we do on the show, we had to take it as far as we could, and that involved 800 pounds of what is called ANFO, which is a fertilizer diesel fuel mix, and we had to be about 1.5 miles away to see what that would do.
The truck disappeared.
The camera was 1 mile away, and parts of the truck flew over the camera.
Wow.
And when we tried to get, this is actually one of the things we love about the show, we tried to get a permit to actually blow up a cement truck, and it turned out there's nobody in the world licensed to use enough explosives to blow up a cement truck. So our researchers, who are this brilliant team of 4 researchers that can get us to do anything, found that, well, why don't we go to the guys who write the permits, even if a permit doesn't exist? And she got the FBI bomb squad
great idea.
to agree to hold a training exercise.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah, that's what they called it. And, I mean, the FBI bomb squad, I have to say, is the tightest crew we've ever worked with. Those guys are great. They also helped us out on a myth for, well, we're hosting Shark Week this July.
Oh, you are?
And they helped us out on a
Week.
myth for Shark Week. Can you blow up a scuba tank by shooting it with a 30-06?
From Jaws, of course.
Yeah, we've learned not to egg on the normal pyros because there can be problems. But the bomb squad, the FBI, you can't mess with them. They're going to do what they know how to do, and you'll be safe.
I'm amazed at some of the stuff you get away with doing. Yeah, you would think that nobody would ever allow you to do this. When you took the jet engine And the rumor, of course, is that the thrust coming out of the jet engine could flip the vehicle over. You ever see that one?
I've heard the myth. Sure.
Yeah, it happened down in Rio de Janeiro, and that was actually one of. I think it was one of our single great failure, that myth.
Yeah.
Because we were down in the Mojave Desert, and we were trying to find someone with a 747 that they would turn on and let us have a car behind. And we found that out in the Mojave Desert Airport, there is they mothball planes out there because it's perfect, no precipitation, the weather's great. And
I've heard about that. They retire planes out in the middle of the desert, right?
Yeah, because they last forever out there.
Right.
So there's these companies that take these planes out of the hangars every month and just start them up to make sure the engines keep running. And we were like, we just want to be behind one of these planes when you turn it on.
Wow.
And they were totally cool about it. And we're standing out there on the runway. We've got a 747. It's just about to fire up its engines. We've got a remote-controlled taxi cab right here. And the insurance company's on the phone with us saying, we're no longer comfortable with doing this. You can't do it. And we're thinking, do we just do it? Do we just push the car 50 feet forward and say, screw it?
Yeah, and it was so frustrating because what's the plane gonna suck the car around the front of the intake? You know, it's way behind the jet. The jet is gonna push the car away from the airplane. What's the problem?
You guys look like you're pretty safe at what you're doing, even though it's insane, some of the things. One of the most unsafe things was Adam inside the remote control car that Jamie was he was controlling with a remote.
Or not controlling.
It proceeded to just drive straight into a fence.
Well, we had a little problem with some switches. What can I say?
Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
A couple of problems with the switches?
Yeah, there was some that didn't work.
He lost control. The best, my favorite part of that is as the car's driving away and the staff is all kind of watching in horror, you hear me go, Jamie, from the inside of the car.
How did you get how do you get insurance for those things? It seemed impossible.
Well, we have a routine that we work through with in regard to the insurance and our safety in general, which we're very concerned about. And it's like a flow chart that we developed specifically for Mythbusters, and it rates the risk and the probability of having a problem with that risk. And it sort of is one of these things where you kind of follow the numbers, and if you end up in the really far corner, it's in the black zone, and that's a problem. And we've noticed.
But we're always in the black zone.
Other stuff that you just couldn't do.
What's the worst thing that can happen? Well, we could drop a car on somebody, and how likely is that? Well, even if it's really unlikely, the fact that it means death, we're in the black zone.
Are there things that you just couldn't do? Based on insurance or somebody saying,
we always
no,
figure out a way of doing it.
You got a way of doing it?
Yeah, even if it means doing it like a replica of it or something else.
Or doing it with the crash test dummy while we're all standing behind a bunker.
Yeah. You ever afraid you're going to run out of myths?
Well, not at all. The answer to that one is, when are people going to start doing stupid stuff?
There's no end to this stuff, and really by this point the fans have really dialed into what works and doesn't work on the show, and about 30% of the myths we test now come right off the Discovery fan site and emails that Jamie and I get directly.
That's cool.
And people are really plugged in.
Someone on the Instant Feedback is writing in saying the best episode was when one of you guys went across the San Francisco Bay in the raincoats, like the Escape from Alcatraz.
Oh, yeah. The Escape from Alcatraz. That's my.
Which they've said for years can't be done, right?
It's my personal favorite because there's been a lot of reenactments of it. They've done it on a lot of TV shows, but Jamie and I read all 1,800 pages of the FBI report. We went to the Maritime Museum in San Francisco where they have all the artifacts from the investigation. We looked at them, and I think our builders' eyes were the first to really come up with a truly accurate rendition of the boat they probably made. And we had no idea. My favorite is when we have no idea what's going to happen. Mm-hmm. And we had no idea if this boat was going to be remotely seaworthy. And Jamie climbs in and squirms across the bottom in the middle of the night north of Alcatraz. And that thing carried us all the way to the Golden Gate Bridge in like an hour, 3.5 miles.
Yeah, and it was the same conditions that they were under?
Exact same tidal conditions, same temperature, same weather, same wind. We really, really went the extra mile. And the boat was built out of 24 rubber raincoats.
Jesus.
Yeah, we even had to go to the trouble of finding actual latex raincoats like what they would use in those days. And most of them are vinyl or some other plastic today, so it was very authentic.
And we had to climb through those little holes.
Yeah.
We had to climb through the holes that they had dug in the cells. They were like, sure, go ahead. And I was amazed that we were both able to fit.
That isn't some of the roughest things you've done, though, because Adam, I've seen you go above and beyond with the Goldfinger.
Well, I have
myth.
contributed at this point every single major body fluid to the show.
Yeah.
To the name of science.
Except for spinal fluid. We haven't done that yet.
He's not afraid of the anal probe.
Whoa, hey!
Well, there was there's the myth that the girl in Goldfinger, the movie Goldfinger, painted with the gold paint, that she died because she couldn't breathe. Her skin. You need some kind of you need to be able to breathe through your skin, so they leave that strip down the spine so you could breathe. And well,
it's total crap.
Yeah, it's crap. And Adam tried it out, so they painted him gold, and they wanted to monitor everything: his heart rate, and,
core body temperature.
Core body temperature.
Oh, Jesus.
So they actually stuck a thermometer up his ass as he's just standing there on television.
And all of a sudden you start singing Moon River.
Moon River.
That old gag, right?
You're not the shy one.
No, well, you know that the EMT who actually did that, Sanjay, we use the same EMT company for a lot of our myths, so we're real familiar with those guys. Sanjay hasn't been out since then.
Really?
Yeah, I think he's got a little too much crap from his coworkers for it, because I asked him if he'd respect me in the morning.
Yeah. Let's go to the phones, Ant. They have exploded. Say hi to Floyd. Hey, Floyd.
Hello.
We have Jamie and Adam from Mythbusters in studio today.
Yeah, guys, I got a problem with your myth that you did with the cell phone at the gas station. I deliver fuel for a living, and you guys apparently disproved that myth or busted it. But in our constant training, we have continual videos where the fire department, and they've caught videos just at local gas stations that have caught people using their cell phones that create fires.
Well, what we found in our research was that there was not a single recorded case in the entire world of a confirmed cell phone starting a fire. That it is likely if you're using your cell phone and filling up your tank and getting in and out of your car, you're building up a static charge. And we proved absolutely that static electricity is more than enough to ignite gasoline fumes at the pump, and that's a very dangerous situation. And someone talking on their cell phone might be more likely to not be paying attention to what they're doing. But that there is...
And we also consulted with the Petroleum Equipment Institute, PEI, which is the world authority on petroleum devices like the gas pumps. And
accidents at the pumps. They compile all the data on accidents at pumps.
I think they have a little more info than the guy that just called it.
Well, that's something.
I'd give it to these guys over here.
Don't get me wrong. I'm all for an industry erring on the side of caution.
Yeah.
But and we, every time someone's cell phone battery blows up in their pocket, we get an email. But when you consider that there's probably 1 billion, what do you call them, like aftermarket batteries out of China in everybody's pockets, we can't find the battery that's been misbuilt that's going to short. We try and short
while
batteries.
you're filling up your gas tank.
Exactly.
And there's also an interesting thing that we found out recently. The FBI bomb squad and other people that handle explosives are in a habit of, in fact, they make a rule of not having any radio transmissions in the area when they're dealing with explosives. However, they're not so concerned about the cell phones as they are about the like a high-powered police portable radio or something like that. It is apparently possible to create a spark from a radio transmission. It's just that cell phones themselves have such a low wattage that it's virtually impossible for that to happen as far as we're aware.
Every time I see the on the gas pump, don't use your cell phone now, I think of the Mythbusters.
Well, one thing the Petroleum Equipment Institute did tell us was in their compilation of figures per year that in the 2 years since our first test of that aired, that static electricity accidents at gas stations have gone down 60%. Ooh. So we might have actually saved 4 or 5 lives with our show.
All right, let's go to Texas, Anthony. Texas, what's up?
Hey, how's it going, you guys? You all right?
All right, how are you?
Doing good. I just wanted to call in. Jamie, Adam, love the show. It's everything was like awesome. I'm a big freaking geek, and I catch it every week, and it's on TiVo, so I can watch it again. Another question I had is, are the season DVDs coming out, or are they out? And if so, where are they available?
There are DVDs available through the Discovery website. However, there's a bit of a lag time. We're not sure what exactly they're up to right now, but you can get some of them, and there will be more in the future, I'm sure.
All right. Sorry about that. Let's go to Kerry in California, trying to give everyone a shot here. Kerry, what's up?
Hey, guys. You guys did a myth about blowing up various things in the sun in your car.
Yeah.
And I got a $200 bill that says this pop bottle will blow up in your car.
Yeah, you know, that was my bad.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I totally screwed that one up. The myth is about a soda can or an aerosol can exploding with a lot of force in the back of a hot car, and we came to the end of a day of we were able to actually get these things to blow up in very hot environments, but that it was unlikely for cars to get that hot. And it turns out that all over the country there are plenty of places where cars actually get up to like 190 to 200 degrees in a car, and that's enough to heat up certain cans of soda or aerosol to blow up.
Which also brings up one of Mythbusters' favorite lines, and that is that failure is always an option. You know, with us, one thing I got to say about the show for the viewers out there. We're not so concerned about providing definitive proof about some scientific fact. We're more interested in the process. For us personally and for viewers of the show, you know, the most valuable thing that we've got to offer on the show is following us through as we're trying to figure these things out. Sometimes we get it right, sometimes we get it wrong. If we get it wrong, we'll often have another go at it. That's one of those stories that we may well have another go at.
Yeah, we're willing to say that we're wrong. You know, it's not science. Jamie's got a degree in Russian, and I've got a high school diploma. We have no qualifications.
Well, and as far as science, I think real scientists that contact us actually kind of point out the fact that that's what science is actually like. It's not like these guys in white lab coats that show up and you know, just say this is the case. It's an ongoing process. Science is a very mushy thing that you learn a few things, but it's not often real clear cut.
The process is the most fun part of the show, because obviously you would know that you cannot jump in an elevator as it's free falling and live through it. I don't think there's anybody that's going to watch that and go, I wonder how this is going to work out. But the process, you guys doing it, the fun of being able to drop an elevator like that, that's what people tune in for.
There is a moment on every shoot about once a week when we all look around and we're standing there. There's a team of people downstairs in this abandoned crack hotel, and I'm upstairs with a 10,000-pound Special X quick release trying to release this elevator, and we're thinking, what the hell are we doing? Who is paying to let us do this crap? It's incredible.
Oh, what a great way to make a living. The phones are just honestly just nuts.
Yeah, they're full.
Anthony in Queens, what's up?
Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing over there? I got a quick question for the Mythbuster guys.
Yeah.
Are you guys ever going to do the, in hindsight, it was a bad idea to light a match myth? You guys ever
If you guys want some ratings.
Well,
if you want,
I remember that.
Just take it to the next level.
I have to tell you, we're
talking about the gerbil in the ass story, obviously.
Oh, that one.
Remember that one? In hindsight, lighting the match was a bad idea. It started, and it was sent as a legitimate news story.
Picked up
like
as
a doctor did a press conference and talked about this.
Well, actually, we want to do a whole special on things concerning farts, and that would fit right in there. But
we're not allowed to say the word fart on the show, but it's facts about flatulence. I think we can cover a wide range of things that have never been covered on television, and our challenge is to do it in a tasteful manner.
Good luck. I liked one of my favorites also involving rank smells was the dead pig inside the car.
You know, on humid days, you can still catch a whiff of it from Jamie's parking lot.
Really?
Yeah, someone is saying that's the most disgusting thing you guys have done.
They took what was the myth?
The myth is that somebody died in a classic car, and their family member cleaned them out, as it were. But they couldn't sell this classic car even for a great deal because mint condition, beautiful car. They couldn't sell it because someone had died in it, and they just couldn't get rid of the smell.
So you took dead pigs.
Yeah, we got I believe it was an '87 Corvette, and at first we just kind of put the pig in there and let it set for a while, and then the whole area out in front of the shop was like, you know, really started to get weird, and so we get packing tape and we're taping up all around the door seals, and we let that sit for a while, and then that didn't work, and so finally we got a container, a shipping container, and put it in there and
sealed it up for a few months.
Sealed it up, but you know, we had time lapse cameras stuck in here, but even they couldn't handle it.
They kept failing because of the ammonia concentration.
Yeah,
wow.
And that turned out to be the biggest problem with the car, was that the corrosion from all of these gases and fluids and things that kind of leave the pig and go elsewhere are extremely corrosive. And, you know, we would have had to pull the dash and strip out every single little thing. This car had computerized things in it, and it just was. While you could in fact get the smell out of a car, it turned out to be totally impractical.
Yeah.
Down to the point of where you would have to remove every single nut and bolt to completely pull it out of whatever it was screwed into, and clean the threads with a toothbrush and a special enzyme, and then put it back.
This stuff is this juice that was coming off the pigs, which by the time we had to clean them out were more like a hairy, bony pudding than pigs.
God!
This juice that came off them was so powerful in its smell that I could take a single drop of it, put it somewhere in your car, and you just want to sell your car.
Yeah.
Really?
And you'd never get rid of the smell.
We had this great guy that was a crime scene cleaner. That's what he made his living from. Do you remember the name of that company?
His name is Neil Smither, and he discovered his life's mission watching the scene where they cleaned up the body out of the car in Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
All right.
And he's
there
now
you go.
got this company called Crime Scene Cleaners. They have deals with
I think
hotels.
we talked
to clean
to
up meth labs.
Either that company or one that's very similar.
Well, when we opened the door to that Corvette, and he was standing there watching, just laughing, as we're just squirming, he offered one of us $5,000 to lick the pig.
And he was good for it. The guy makes a lot of dough, and I knew he was good for it. And I looked at the pig, and I looked at him, and I was thinking, he goes, and I don't mean no tongue touching either. I was give it a good lick. And people now say to me, "Oh man, I would have done it." And I was like, if you were there,
no way,
you would not have done it.
Yeah, if you mention that story to both of us, it's kind of hard to describe, but we both kind of get quiet for a little bit, remembering what we went through. I mean, I had to get into that car and sit on what was left of the pig that was in the driver's seat.
Just to move the car.
Just to get the car out of the container. They had to close the door around me, and what was inside the car, actually, and we were wearing respirators, but what was inside the car wasn't anything like air anymore. It wasn't like stinky air. It was something else.
Something from another planet.
Yeah, I needed a separate air source to be able to deal with that. And
it changed Jamie's DNA.
All right, let's go to the phones. Let's go to Florida. Ryan, what's up?
Hey, I love the Mythbusters.
Yeah, definitely. Jamie and Adam in studio.
The best episode ever was the one where they blew up the house with the bug bombs.
Yeah.
And I got an idea for a myth for him to bust.
What do you got?
I can get Pat and Knocky in there and see how much milk he can drink before he actually hurls.
Had a little contest of during Christmas. Some big fat guy came up and drank eggnog. We saw how much eggnog he could drink until he puked it up. How much was it? It's like a couple of gallons.
Yeah, a gallon and a half, something like that.
Gallon, because I've heard you can't drink a gallon of milk in less than an hour.
Yeah, this guy just stunned me. It was eggnog too.
You haven't done that myth yet on the show? Puking's always funny, man.
Puking, and I have puked on the show.
Yeah,
but I puked several times now.
Yeah.
What's the blowing up the house one?
Oh, this is one that's about somebody who wanted to get rid of bugs in their house, and so they went and got bug bombs. And, Bug Bomb says it's good for 800 square feet or something like that.
You do hear about this every so often.
It happens in California all the time, like
really?
7 or 8 times a year. And so they went and got 40 bug bombs, set them all off in their house, and we made a little. We did a lot of bench testing with this, and we made several ignition sources, like a stove igniter, a wire short, a static spark.
And again, that's the fun part, is watching how you guys come up with these ways of igniting these things or making the stove turn on.
And everything
flipping a light switch.
Yeah, and everything we tried ignited the bug bomb stuff. So we got a house actually down at a military base, Moffett Field in California, and we set off 40 bug bombs, and we were really hoping for a lot more destruction.
Yeah.
But in the end, it blew these double-pane tempered glass back doors out, and on the high-speed camera, you can see them bowing like really a good 5 or 6 inches before popping out of their frames.
The flames come shooting out the door.
Yeah.
I like that one. The other one, you cracked me up when you take the dummy and dropped him into the water and off the crane.
Yeah, that was called the hammer drop, and the premise with that one was that if you throw a large object or something like a hammer in front of you, that you'll break the water tension if you're, say, like jumping off a bridge or falling off a bridge, and that aeration or loss of water tension would allow you to survive an otherwise deadly fall. But
no,
no, it didn't work. And he was so mangled that Adam, for some reason, the worse beating the dummy takes, the more you laugh.
Oh God!
It comes out like his leg came off.
You've never heard anything like that body hitting the water from 200 feet. It was shocking. And then to find this crash test dummy, which is, you know, what we expected when we first got the crash test dummies, you could do anything to it. And to find that merely dropping him into the water would shatter his cast steel shoulders. I mean, it was appalling.
Well, recently there's a episode that we just finished, another visit to Mojave, that involved a story about whether you can survive a crash from an airplane by jumping out first and hanging on to the escape slide or the life raft. And it was done in Indiana Jones, I believe, firstly.
Yeah.
And so we get a hold of this big helicopter, and we get a hold of these inflatable life things, and there were a couple of times that before we really got our act together, that Buster simply fell out, you know, because there wasn't anything really good to hold on to on the life rafts, the little strings and things.
From 2,000 feet.
Yeah, he falls from 2,000 feet, and every single part of his body was separated. It was just like seeing a grenade go off with the little bits going everywhere for quite some while.
And I was up in the helicopter. I'm hanging out the side of this like 1950s Sikorsky helicopter. And I'm looking down from 2,000 feet above the desert floor, and it is a total Wile E. Coyote moment. Because I watch Buster go until he is no longer visible, and then there's a puff of smoke.
Oh, that's great, man.
It really is.
Your background with movies, especially Adam, I was looking at your bio. You worked on Star Wars.
I worked on the first 2 Star Wars films. Jamie's worked on films as far back as RoboCop and Arachnophobia.
Really? You're a model maker?
Yeah. Worked at Industrial Light and I got my start working for Jamie, actually, on commercials like Nike, Hershey's Kisses, Owens Corning, Coca-Cola.
And of course, Charmin.
Of course. Yeah, I played Mr. Whipple's stock boy in the Charmin commercial.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, back around like 1982.
You are famous.
And I guess you were squeezing it?
No, actually, I was the stock boy Jimmy. And I was nervous because the roof was leaking all over the new Charmin, and I guess Mr. Whipple's really cheap because he was still willing to sell it. The new Charmin is stronger when wet.
It's sort of like Adam's come full circle, you know, dealing with things involving bodily fluids.
Well, actually, it involved this nearly pornographic line where he shows me the quarter trick with the towelettes, you know, and it can still hold the quarters, and I say, "Gosh, Mr. Whipple, that's what I call wet strength." Oh yeah.
That's one for the Christmas tape, Christmas party.
Now, did you see the new Star Wars?
I was going to go to a matinee today.
Oh, really?
Yes.
All right. Yeah, I saw it. Very good. I liked it much better than the previous 2 that he put out.
I want to find out if I can take my 6-year-old twin boys to it.
Probably not, unless you're like the cool dad who, you know, my father took me to Bonnie and Clyde when I was like 7 years old or something like that.
Yeah, my parents
took
took
me to Arby's.
My parents took me to Sharky's Machine when I was like 9, and I remember running out screaming at the killer freebasers.
Be parents.
Hey, let's go back to the phones here and say hi to Dan. Dan, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey.
I got a question for Adam. Last season, you had a date one night, and you wound up singeing all the hair off your eyebrows and head.
Yes.
How'd the date go?
The date went just fine, thank you.
And did you shave everything else to match?
No, it turned out only the top part was singed, and with some good scrubbing, I didn't even smell that burnt.
A little more flame action. I can't remember which one that was. Why?
That was actually the early testing on Cell Phone Destroys Gas Station. We were trying to create an environment where we got a static spark to ignite a small chamber of gasoline, and as often happens on the show, we spent 3 days just trying to prove gasoline is flammable. we were really flummoxed by it, and once by the time it finally ignited, we were so blasé and so kind of, well, nothing's going to happen, that I had my face right up against this thing, and big fireball kind of enveloped my head.
The front of his hair was gone, and his eyebrows.
No kidding.
We found that Adam kind of gets frisky after he gets hurt. In fact, the last time, and the most notable time that he did this involved the vacuum cleaner motor that he. And Adam, would you care to tell us what happened after you got hurt by that one?
I've heard about this one as well.
Yeah, we were testing out some vacuum cleaner motors, and this guy at the vacuum cleaner shop handed me what he said was the most powerful motor, and we turned it on, and it felt really powerful, and I was like, you know, put my hand up doing like this, and I thought, And so, for some reason, I kind of put my lips up to it, and I didn't know that it would yank my lips like a full inch and a half into its blades, but it did, and I had this total Fight Club, bloody teeth kind of moment, and I actually went home that night and asked my girlfriend to marry me.
Whoa.
Will you marry me?
Romantic
Baby,
moment.
give us a kiss.
Hey, really fast, we got a guy that cleans up dead bodies for a living. Keith.
Hey, man.
What's up?
A little lick-a-stick and Mythbusters rule. You guys rock.
Thank you.
Hey, I just called because I wanted to let you guys know you did the best that you possibly could to describe what a dead body smells like, and I used to clean them up for a living. Sometimes they'd be there 2-3 months, sometimes they'd be there a couple days, and you never, ever get that smell out of your nose, and you just can't possibly get the point across to anybody how bad a human body, or even a pig, because I guess that's the most similar, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're the most similar. You can't get the point across to people how bad and how amazingly horrible that smell is when the body decays.
Death smell, that dead body smell. Even if you're walking around your yard, the cat had died or something, that waft hits you. You know exactly what it is, and it's just so pungent.
Now, the only thing that comes a close second would be homeless poo.
Well, here in Manhattan, you catch a lot of that.
Talking about? Tippy Tom's excrement.
Yeah.
But the best one I have for you guys is it's a real quick one. 2 to 3 months, this poor lady was on her bed, had fallen out of her bed, broke her neck, and laying on the floor, she decayed everything except for her leg, and she whipped up into the drywall about 6 feet. And it was the most amazing smell in that home. The flies and everything else that took over the whole place. Punch it out. See you, boys.
Lovely story. You have a couple of additions to the show now. I've noticed some new faces.
Well, there's too many myths for Jamie and I to bust in a single season. We've got 26, 28 episodes to do per year, and there's just not enough time. So yeah, we have a B team of extra helpers.
Toss the little myths off to those people,
and they do
all the cute ones, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't call it the little myths at all. I mean, it's just a question of the fact that the show's become really popular. It's
like you need the cool stuff for yourselves.
Well, if it blows up, I mean, these guys are
if it involves fire, we're doing those.
No, not at all. I mean, we definitely have our we get the pick of the litter, I think. But the second team or the B team is just simply due to the fact that the show we're not able to produce as much as the viewers want.
And actually, two members of the B, we've got Tori, who's been on since last season, and Carrie, who actually. Carrie's first day as Jamie's intern, we scanned her butt for the airplane toilet myth. And then we've just brought on Grant Imahara, and both Tori and Grant are actually alumni of mine from Lucasfilm.
Really?
They both worked with me on the Star Wars films. Grant is actually one of the 3 licensed R2-D2 operators.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's a nice credit to have.
But and one of the
geeks.
Oh yeah,
I love that one.
One thing about this show that may not be evident is that and the need for the second team as part of this is that we actually know what we're doing and we do all the work. We don't hire people to come in and set things up for us and then we show up and talk about it. And that inherently is a very time-consuming process that it just makes it difficult to crank out a whole lot of shows. We're as a rule, we're just covered with bruises. Our hands are all cut up, and we're probably among the hardest working people in TV right now.
Well, we had a second cameraman come out to Mojave to help cover the shoot out there. He was from California, and he'd done a lot of work on Fear Factor and a lot of work on Trading Spaces on the Learning Channel with the Carpenters and stuff. And he said. Because at the end of the day, he says, I got to tell you guys, it's a real pleasure to work with you, and you're the only hosts I've yet worked with who actually do their own work.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of them stand there when the camera's on, hold the hammer, and then...
I guess so. I found that kind of appalling. It was like the scales falling from my eyes.
And then you have Carrie, of course, you mentioned her. A lot of people writing in right now saying that she's very attractive. She's the cute
we like
one,
Carrie, yeah.
And you seem to. I'm just thinking you're trying to maybe get a few more viewers that wouldn't normally stop on there. When you have her in a bikini being painted and then crying, she comes off as an emotional wreck sometimes.
Why are you painting her in a bikini?
You know, it's funny. I got a lot of angry fan mail when last season started with Carrie and Scotty, both females working on the show, and people said, "Oh, you guys sold out. You're going for the hottie thing. It's total crap." And my thing is, well, you can't win. I'm happy to show women actually being able to use tools and being competent in the shop. I think that's a positive message, not a negative message.
This is we're almost done with our show.
That's our
music.
2-minute
Wow,
warning.
that went really quick.
I know, that was
Damn.
crazy. Well, we got to thank you guys for coming by, Jamie and Adam from Mythbusters on the Discovery Channel. What nights?
Wednesday nights at 9 on Discovery.
I'm going to start watching the show on a regular basis now.
That's great. I watch it all the time. It's like one of my favorite shows. Absolutely.
Is there anything else we're promoting with you guys today? I want to make sure you guys get your plugs out there.
Well,
just watch the show, pretty much.
Just watch the show this Wednesday. There's one of our favorite episodes that involves raising a sunken sailboat with ping pong balls.
Yeah, that's definitely a high point for us.
Adam, I just wanted to ask you about the Star Wars with the models. Obviously, a lot of CGI now.
Yeah.
Do you kind of look at that like, taking the easy way out?
You know what? I know. I'll tell you, a lot of those CGI models for the new Star Wars films were built by ex-model maker friends of mine who moved from the physical into the virtual.
Computers.
So they still do fantastic work.
Yeah. I don't know. I really enjoy the models. I think a little more.
Well, so do we.
Yes, absolutely. So do we.
I think it looks a lot better on film than the CGI. Maybe in years to come it'll look as good on computer, but I don't know. I like the models.
It's just another. It's all just another tool.
Yeah.
So.
Very good, guys. Thanks for coming in, man.
Thank you.
I wish I had more questions.
You were asleep during the interview on the lesbian couch, Rich Voss.
I'm so out of it.
All right.
I'm working too hard.
Really fast, want to thank Drew Boogie for doing the Grey Wolf remix today, Anthony. Also, xratedshirts.com if you want one of those shirts that Kenny's giving out outside right now. RichVoss.com. Thanks, Rich. Ziggy's here from XM411.com and MyRadiostore.com. Thank you for everything you did today. And, of course, serious questions only for the Schnit Show later on today. That's 1-800-801-8999. It's going to be taking calls from our listeners today.
See you in Washington tomorrow.
Yes.